Junkies, you're watching Cannabis Culture News Live. I'm Jeremiah Vandermeer, editor of Cannabis Culture and Pod TV. It's Friday again at 307 West Hastings in the beautiful Cannabis Culture Lounge in Amsterdam, down here on the Pop Block. Neil Magnuson, Johnny B on the couch.
Hey, guys.
Let's make sure our sound's working okay here. Oh, yeah. What's up, chatters, Pod TVers? Looks, sounds good, they say. Jam and Booth and others. Trip C's there. 28 Dabs later. Got a bunch. Ralgash. Good to see you guys. Big
Back
show
from
today.
Saskatoon.
We're in the middle. We're in between cups.
I was just curious about something. Did any
You're always
clubs
curious
get
about
raided
something.
today on October 9th that they said that Health Canada said they were
Today's
going
the
to?
9th.
So I've been
I hear
paying
them.
very much
They're raiding
attention
right
to
now.
this,
I
you
can hear the
guys.
sirens.
There was letters that were put out to 13 clubs across Canada stating that they were
The
going
letters.
to be
They weren't all
letters.
clubs.
Well, they weren't all clubs.
There were
but-
some seed companies, too.
Crop King Seeds was in
Yeah.
there.
Okay, so did anybody get raided today so far? Because they close at
Haven't heard
4:30,
of
right?
Nah,
So-
they took the day off, maybe.
So okay, I'm just because to me that's big news for a lot of
No
us that be
raids.
paying attention
It
to
is.
it.
Agreed,
So I
Johnny
just
B.
kind of wanted to bring that up right from the start and what was going on with that. And
Well, we're
I woke up
mid-election.
this morning
I mean,
paying
we're
attention
down to
and
the wire.
seeing if Kurt was doing any tweeting or anything like that. But I've heard nothing all day, so I mean that's a positive thing.
No, I haven't heard of
I
any
guess it was
raids.
more of maybe
I'm sure
like
we'd hear about them if they haven't.
Exactly. So as in people who haven't had a chance, even I just walked in here quickly. But anybody hear anything?
Maybe all those places ceased and desisted.
I don't think so because I think the BC. I think a few of them
I
are
heard
still
the
open
sirens.
today.
I didn't see
So,
any ceasing and
so that's some
desisting.
good news. Just off the hop, I wanted to bring that into, into the live news.
Beautiful.
And
Well,
another-
thank you, Johnny.
and
You heard it here
another,
first.
yeah,
Unless it's wrong. And then-
No,
here
but
first.
I know what. That's
Nothing
what
to
I'm
hear.
wondering. Like, you know what? Did anybody in the chat? Let's.
We love
water.
Vancouver juice.
So, bong rips to
Thanks,
that. That's like a celebration.
And hell, man, we just did our 5th annual Prairie Harvest Medicinal Cup in Saskatoon.
That's right.
5th year of no interference from any enforcement authorities there as well. Saskatoon, where they have almost double the national average of charges laid on people that are encountered with cannabis by the law enforcement.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, John.
There's the bust.
You spoke too soon.
They're all over.
Well,
too
there's
soon.
Well, it just started raining, and people in Vancouver, when it rains, they get a little scared.
Yes. Everything starts
No,
on
I think you're
fire.
talking about snow, John. We're
The
used
whole-
to the rain
whole
here.
place lights up on fire. as soon as
That
it
Don't
too.
tell anybody.
Just don't
it
even talk about
doesn't
snow right now,
rain here all
Neil.
the time.
That's bad.
Nice.
No, I think
So,
we're pretty used to the rain.
On the
Unlike
show today,
Saskatoon, where they're used to the cold.
yeah, at Saskatoon they were all used to the cold, but it was hot now, so everybody was happy. It was pretty
hot?
warm. Well, it was warm in Saskatoon when we were there.
You thought so?
Oh shit! It was as warm as it was here in Vancouver.
I'm just a wimp. What can I tell you? I'm
Well, it's
born
warmer
here.
than minus 40 or whatever it goes down to. And
I know it gets colder than that, but
Yeah.
I mean, it was damn cold, I thought.
no, I thought I was wearing a
It's
T-shirt
16
outside. so-
degrees here.
This-
13
the
at
cup
night.
was amazing, though. Just, if you guys didn't have the chance to tune into Pod TV and watch it, you can tune in and see the videos on pod.tv
We had a
or
really
our
cool
live stream
time.
feed. Yeah, I'm clipping them all and uploading them all individually, so there's a bunch up there now. All the speeches are tonight and tomorrow, so there'll be a ton of stuff up there. Also, Freddie Pritchard's feed has a bunch of good stuff on it.
Can Olympics.
The Can Olympics.
It was so much fun.
The
It's always the
YouTube.com
family event. Oh,
Freddie
Neil's got a
Pritchard.
trophy.
Hey, man,
Oh,
the West Coast.
They're tweaking their,
they're coming
tweaking their
again.
shit at us.
Yeah, the West Coast very well represented at the Prairie Cup, and in
Yeah.
fact, Jeff, at every chance he gets, gives credit to the West Coast activists for his activism and what he's doing there.
Oh, yeah.
So it was good to see
Jeff
that
is such
real
an
good
amazing
meshing
guy.
of our cultures there, if you will.
He's so courteous to us. He brings us
Oh,
out
such a
there.
good
Big,
guy.
huge thanks to Jeff for bringing me there, paying for the whole show for me. So I'm very lucky, and it's amazing that he puts on such a crazy show for all of us. Like, the guy took us out for dinner and dropped a fortune. He had a
wasn't
big
there for that.
barbecue at his house. and
Nice
stuff.
barbecue at the end. It was
Yeah.
Yeah, that
comfortable.
was
Nice
awesome.
blaze session. And
Yeah, this shit isn't cheap, man. And so,
of course it's not.
Yeah, the ribs, had some ribs. Tommy missed out on the ribs? Oh, the ribs were good.
Sorry, Tommy.
security guard
I
didn't-
think
there's a
I had
security guard that
pulled pork
didn't miss
sandwich
out
at
on the ribs,
barbecue
though.
That was delicious, actually.
Well, the security guard that ate
Oh,
Jeff's ribs. That's
so
about the only down
here's a
thing in the
funny-
whole cup that I saw this year.
A funny story about the cup itself. Jeff, for his birthday, his friend who's, I guess, a barbecue wizard, gets him this big rack of ribs.
Because
They're
he throws this cup for his birthday.
Yeah, throws it, and so he gets the ribs. Yeah, it's for Jeff's birthday too. So for his birthday, this guy gets him these 2 big fucking racks of ribs, and Jeff is like talking about
Spends
how
all
he-
day cooking them.
Yeah, spends all day cooking them. They're just absolutely gorgeous. Jeff puts them in the fridge at the Prairie Cup in the building at the O'Brien Event Center.
Has a
And-
little dispute with the security
yeah,
guard.
and so, but the security guard who was like on his phone all day and shit got tongue lashing from Karen, the girl who runs the whole show. And so he was a little bit pissed off apparently, and he overheard Jeff saying, "Don't touch my ribs. Nobody
Yeah,
should eat my
yeah.
ribs," and all this. Well, Jeff shows up in the morning. The ribs are gone,
Yeah.
chowed. The plate's there with the bones there, left behind. That
and
security
video
guard,
evidence too.
Security guard on video
On
ate
video.
the ribs because they have a video camera.
He'll never work in Saskatoon again,
So that's an interesting
let
little
alone for a
side
pot
anecdote.
event anywhere.
But yeah, so
Oh,
don't
man.
piss off the security guard, or he might
Oh man,
might
he'll
chow
eat
your
your
ribs. Yeah, that's
But other
cold
than
for
the-
sure. Very cold.
Other than that, man, what a smooth event that this one it was in particular. How well did everything? A lot of work by those dedicated volunteers of his. Holy smokes!
Oh man, Karen and Mallory,
yeah, man.
amazing. These two are
Chris.
put the whole thing together and make it all work. And
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Those guys
Chris
ran
and
their
the
feet
other boys
off.
there. Yeah,
And the cousins.
yeah. Jeff's posse,
And Jeff too, man.
and of course,
Constant
Lum himself.
one. Everybody's pulling at him different directions all weekend long and stuff. And he was awesome. Everybody was awesome.
yeah. Neil, you held down microphone duties with Matt Murnaugh.
Yeah,
and
that was cool, too.
That was fun. I produced the whole Pod TV show, and
Cannabis.
we made the whole thing work.
The timing of Cannabis, I haven't quite experienced it like this before. Exactly at 4:20, I did Cannabis to open the event on the Friday.
Yeah.
And exactly at 4:20, Jeff hands me the mic to start the opening or the closing ceremonies on Sunday.
And that's when the volcano bag was full.
Yeah, and
No, that was Saturday.
That was
we actually
Saturday.
started
Saturday
on
we
Friday
did
with
the-
my show first. We opened with my show.
We opened with the show.
Well, 4:20 we played.
But
obviously
right
there's
at
a video.
4:20 is
Yeah.
when I did Cannabis.
That's perfect, Neil.
And same to end the show.
Yeah.
One of the two is always easy enough to
And I was
accomplish,
there
but
doing
both
something,
of
I
those at
can't
exactly
remember now.
4:20, I was
You were
impressed.
Johnny did 2
I was-
demos.
Yeah,
well,
we did
also
some
you
demos.
co-hosted my show, but
I
then
had
you
fun.
also did 2 demos that were a rosin demo and a bubble bag demo.
I like how the rosin demo came about. We're bringing.
it was good. People
Yeah.
love that shit.
Good,
It was
yeah.
fun. It was fun by bringing everybody up on
That's
stage
going up
and
next.
showing up all 4 different techs.
I've
And,
got it both clipped out.
and then we have a glass blower from a dabber, from Stu, from a bubble guy, from myself, who flowers and stuff that were all pressing in different ways. And you know what? I thought it was. I was really happy with it because it was showing all the different what everybody does right now. Anybody can do it.
And speaking of glass blowers, to have Redbeard and Gibson and Shine Pipes making their beautiful creations right there on the floor in
Gibson's
front of the
awesome.
stage, that was fantastic as well. The optics of that are amazing, just like they are at the glass gathering. The Can Olympics were really cool. Freddie Pritchard won for best joint, as you were mentioning
Yeah.
there.
He was
I got it for
hilarious.
the best way out.
Yeah, he's got his
Best
medal.
way out, which
yeah,
is
good eye,
weighing
Neil.
out an 1/8 and a 1/4 and a half, and then
Neil
guessing
knows
the weight.
how to
This guy's got a sharp
I
eye.
I was over on all of them. which
Really?
I always am, but
You're always over.
That's
Yeah,
perfect.
by like
Good, like
way
a
out
good
10 grams,
dealer.
10.2.
I think
That's
you should
right.
be disqualified if
Yeah,
you
so-
guess under.
Yeah, good dealer's got to weigh up a bit. When you eye it up,
What was
sure.
the girl who doesn't smoke weed or anything who
wow.
came in and won for the first competition who slewed in there?
Dr. Clone is talking about food in the chat, and it sounds really good. They're talking about coffee, weed, pizza, but he's talking about a frozen U-Bake cherry pie
Wow.
and farm cream ice cream with fresh U-Pick
Why are you
strawberries
doing
in
that?
it.
You don't have to describe that to us.
Damn,
Well,
I'm
maybe
hungry,
we're
man.
segueing into the fact that Saskatoon has more restaurants per capita than any other city in the world.
What's the
It was
address here?
amazing there.
What's the address here? They can
I guess
definitely
there's not
curry
much
it in
else
it.
to do in the prairies but go out for dinner because they got a lot of restaurants there and good ones too because there's a lot of competition in the
Speaking of
marketplace.
Goodwin, he just, this very instant, texted me, and he says, yo, Jared, do you want to do CCN Live from VC Friday, October 16th? Yes, I do, Chris. Absolutely.
We're going to do Chris
Gotta
live?
do the show then. What's that?
What are we doing?
I'll be in Toronto for the Karma Cup.
Nice.
And
job.
so we'll be doing next week's show from Vapor Central.
I see.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then the following show from the Harvest Cup?
Following show from the Harvest. Well, wait, that's on Friday. Is the 24th? The
24th.
24th. So, yeah, no, she'll be back right at this very location. So yeah, so October 24th. We just still didn't even say what the show's about today, because Mike hasn't shown up yet. But my homeboy's going to be here hopefully soon to talk about the Harvest Moon Cup.
Nice.
Snoop Dogg's going to be in the house. Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Boat cruise
Yeah.
or something
Snoop
for
Dogg.
this?
No
I don't
boat cruise.
think there's any boat cruise.
Just
no.
Snoop Dogg.
It's just purely
Gets rid of the.
nice little event.
It's a party of Imperial for 450, one of Snoop's most exclusive and
And
intimate
ever.
gatherings, 40 plus varieties. Should be
It's going to be dope.
Epic.
It's
It's gonna be epic.
up close and personal with.
You're all gonna get maintainers. I'm gonna be there. We're all gonna be there.
I want to be one of your guys' assistant. Can I do that? Yeah, okay. I'm
You know what? It's
Craig's
gonna be.
assistant. I'm
It'll be a
there.
lot of fun. I think it'll be a good representation of BC. You know what?
Ah.
I think. Well, you know, so
Yeah.
you don't like concentrate,
fun.
so it's
Yeah, he doesn't. He's not a dabber.
not a dabber.
No, he spoke against dabbing, so Snoop doesn't.
No,
he's
he
not
don't- he
down
don't
with the
dab.
dabs. Dog ain't down with the dabs.
You don't dab.
He's going to witness a lot of dabbing, I would
D-O double
imagine.
G,
Nothing but the
and
tank.
DABs.
There'll be a lot of dabbing going on around him.
There will be, and actually, maybe we
would
can
imagine.
educate him and convince him that it's actually pretty dope.
Well, it's about the
Shouldn't be
hash.
compulsory,
They're all-
but
It's not compulsory. If you come in, you must have dabs. You must take a dab.
But I
at the
mean, that
door.
was a big thing there at the Cup too. Was talking about the rosin, about the extracts, and then what was going on with the industry. I think there's a little bit more talk about that at this Cup than was last year because it wasn't there.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah,
there's
for
a
sure.
lot of curiosity about it and stuff. So overall, I think Jeff said on the first day they sold 150 passes, one-day passes, and on the second day it was 190. So I mean, a lot of traffic went through there on
A
top
lot
of
people,
all.
very well attended.
And then on the third day, I see people paying 15, 20 minutes before they just want to go in and take a quick look and stuff like that. But definitely a lot of really good, a lot of good vibe. You know,
Yeah.
the cameras were there. CBC News, I think, was there. I saw
Yeah.
myself on the news. So
yeah, that
open
was
the
cool.
vapor bag.
Now, did
Newspaper
anybody
coverage.
see the videos from it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, there's
I've
a
seen-
video.
Yeah, no, there's a
shit.
video.
Oh, I can go
And
ahead
it
and
ta-
play it on the show.
Yeah, no, there's a video. It's on CBC. It's actually I thought I shared it on my page. I was
can
watching
watch
it
it.
this morning.
Cannabis in Canada played a video that they made last night. Very well edited, put to music. Looked really, really cool.
Yeah, the one from the news was really good. It just talked about what was going on with the election, and I was paying attention to that this morning, and I was looking at that, and it was well covered because they said it was a bunch of medical patients and fellow activists got together at the event, and that was at the Paramount, wasn't that right? What was the name of the event?
It's
The O'Brien Event
The
Center.
O'Brien Event Center.
Yeah, it used to be called the Odeon Center,
Yeah.
but now it's the O'Brien.
And it was
It's a really nice venues.
Was it CBC or CBS?
CBC was there.
I thought it was the video from
There was
CBC.
two.
I'll find
And
it
then
from
there
next
was
week's show or
newspaper
something.
coverage as well.
Well,
Yeah.
we're definitely going to pick that up so you guys
Well,
can see that.
and they were
on the
talking
open
about
I'll clip it out and put it on Pod TV over
marijuana
the
on
weekend.
the open line radio shows Friday and the Monday. That when I was listening to the radio, they weren't talking anything to do with the Harvest Cup, but marijuana is a big topic in Saskatoon and Saskatchewan, and they're very backwards there. A lot of them. There's a lot of people that understand what we understand about cannabis, and then there's still a bunch that have bought into reefer madness and are buying all of that crap.
I thought it was very well covered. You know.
Yeah.
It was-
Well,
it
no, what I
was-
was hearing on the open line radio shows is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The callers that
I
call in and
watched.
stuff.
Yeah. Well, you know, we're gonna get that. What happens?
Oh,
with
the
that, what's
call-in
his name?
people. What did
Yeah,
they say?
John Gormley and his show, and I got on both times when I heard the open line radio shows going on. I got to talk to John Gormley about some things. He took a little bit of issue with me just saying, look, it's a plant. You know, it's a plant with more utility than just about any other crop you can grow. And he said, yes. Well, and after, of course, I'm no longer on the line, he says, you know, when people say that to me, I like to say to them, well, what about
There, you found
opium and what about coca? They're just plants too, you know. And
plants-
yes, they are, and they have great utility if used properly as well. So
That's right.
yeah.
And I found the video. I think is this the one?
Yeah,
No,
this
that
is the
just
one
looks
that I
like a
watched this
slideshow.
morning.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that ain't it.
You can stab yourself now with a fork too. You know.
Should play it after 420.
Yeah,
A
exactly.
fork
yeah.
is a weapon.
Yeah, rocks
Anything-
are all over the
shit,
place,
you can buy,
and they don't outlaw.
You can
them.
buy
People
rat
hurt
poison at
themselves.
the grocery store.
Send your 12-year-old to buy gasoline.
Oh, yeah.
Hell, white
Everything will
sugar is
kill ya.
available in most of the products that we eat. What are we talking about? Diabetes and
Yeah.
you know, holy smokes. So.
Tobacco.
Wow.
Well, and,
guess
and then the other thing is doctors will give you OxyContin, they're harsh narcotics for your pain, with a signature on a piece of paper that you can fill within 20 minutes. But if you want to use the safest
that's
herb
hard
on the
now.
planet,
That's
you
hard
got to
now,
go
to be
through a whole
honest.
rigmarole, and most of them won't even do it for you at all.
I can honestly
that
say,
word,
times are
Rigmarole.
changing because you can't walk into any place and get a prescription for opiate drugs. It's like it's not that easy anymore. They've
All right.
had a lot of deaths
You're right.
related to it. There's been a lot of outcry about it in the news over the time and stuff like that. You can't walk in any clinic or anything like that and just walk in and see, okay, I got chronic pain, I need this. There's
No,
a
they
lot
always
of steps.
they put you through the steps.
A
yeah.
lot of the offices now
give you
can't
a funny
even
look
sign
like,
triplicates. You have to go to a hospital or something like that if you're in that much of a need. Like, they're changing the system because of it,
At the-
right?
at the
That's
doctor
because
that I
they're
go
trying
to-
to implement a system. Understand what they're trying to do, though. What they're
Yeah.
trying to implement is medical system overall. So they're putting hard. They are. You can see. Like it's.
If your doctor is down, Neil, if he doesn't throw up the roadblocks too much, then it's one piece of
You don't have a microphone.
No, it's not one piece
But
of
we'll
paper
get-
in 5 minutes.
we'll
That's
get
what
you
it. That's what it is when your doctor decides that you have something that he's going to allow you to have one of his pills for. If you want to
Nice in
get
the house.
cannabis, it's a signature that then you've got to get mail order for. And there's no other drugs out there that your doctor is allowing you to access through a mail order system. This is outrageous. When your doctor decides you should have something, you should be able to get it. And just about anything else they decide you should have, you can get in 20 minutes from the pharmacy that's usually downstairs from the doctor's office.
And that should go,
Yeah, to make it more
The College
of a
of
rigmarole
Physicians,
to get the safest herb that there is out there to prescribe is just a ludicrous, hypocritical example of what's
BC
gone
College
wrong
of
with our
Physicians.
system. And the reason for it is because nobody's making money on him allowing you to use cannabis. And they're all making money on him deciding that you can use pharmaceuticals. So when money is driving the system and greed and harm is happening
Neil.
because of that,
1 minute.
well, that becomes a real crime.
it's almost
You know, it
420.
is a serious crime. It needs to be looked into.
Yeah.
It needs to be stopped.
1 minute
And
warning.
I just wanted to say the BC College of Physicians, are they the ones who are saying nobody under 25 should have access to marijuana no matter what? Like,
They did say that.
That's
I
insane.
think they say was
How
it
is
21,
that- how can any
25 or
doctor
21?
Put a limit on an age when we're talking about a substance that helps people.
Well, and you've got Dr.
Doesn't- I
Grinspoon,
just
Lester
don't get
Grinspoon,
that.
saying that if no matter who you are, if you've got an ailment for which cannabis has been known to be effective, and in the case of children, epilepsy and other things, it's been known to be effective, and brain tumors and stuff, then
Yeah.
it should be tried first. Because it has less side effects, less potential for harm than just about anything else that they've got within the pharmacology of their toolbox.
Yeah.
So it's ludicrous that that they should say something like that when you've got other doctors, enlightened doctors, saying that it should be what's tried first, not you can't even have it until you're 25.
Yeah,
Outrageous.
Makes no sense. It's ridiculous.
Makes no sense,
But
but it's making money.
Happy 420.
420, everybody.
Happy 420.
Happy 420.
The watch
Light 'em if you
cam.
got 'em.
Look at my watch.
Puff,
420.
puff, pass. Let's all be criminals today.
That's my weedy Apple Watch. Weedified. So, right after our conversation, after we wrap up this little Saskatoon conversation, which we should do, so if you have anything else you want to say about the trip, I just want to say another thanks to Jeff. I mean, the guy is just seriously amazing.
Can't wait till next year again.
Yeah, the whole thing is off the charts. So if you can get to Saskatoon, get a ticket to the Prairie Cup. It's the dope shit.
If you're not going to that cup,
saskprairiecup.ca.
you know, you're not going to any cups because that's the cup as far as I'm concerned. There's nothing like
I would
it
say
in
it's more like a
Saskatoon.
family event. It's so
Well,
nice.
not
That
everybody,
amount of weed.
not everybody can make it all the way to Saskatoon, right? So it's kind of one of those things.
I was multitasking at one point. I had 4 joints
Carly
going
couldn't make it. She's
at the same
got
time.
a sad face over there.
It's hard
So-
to test 24 strains or 24 samples
Johnny.
of things in a weekend.
What are you hitting over there? What's
I'm
that?
hitting some
Say
really
what?
nice rosin, and it's made with the bubble
Nice.
hash that we're smoking all
I got
weekend.
one, yeah.
I mean, all at the Prairie Cup.
You want one of
Cool.
yours?
Sure. Thanks.
Story about coughing into the
All right.
microphone.
Well, Neil, thank you very much
You're
for
welcome.
telling us about the Prairie Cup.
Thanks
we'll
for
see
having
you
me.
again next year there. We'll see you every year. And
Cool.
I'm going to bring Mike on from the. Sorry, too many cups. There's the fucking Karma Cup, the Sask Cup. There's the Harvest Moon Cup right here
Harvest
in the
Moon
city
Cup.
of Vancouver. Snoop Dogg. That's some serious shit. That's some serious shit. Yeah, Neil, you got to shuffle and make some space. We'll get Mike in here. Like, the last time Snoop was in town, he played like Stanley Park, and I got to go see him, and he put on a fucking wicked show, and he was doing like a half Snoop Lion show, which was pretty cool. But I thought that was the first time I ever saw Snoop, and he put on a fucking mental show. And I was really impressed because I'm a big, huge Snoop Dogg fan since '92, since The Chronic, or since Deep Cover, actually. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. So here, you can take this mic out of here if you want. I don't know if you want to use it or what. It might be easier. So how you doing, homeboy?
I'm doing well.
Good to have you on the show, finally.
It's great to be here.
Yeah, and I mean, you and I have known each other for a while. You've been in the pot community doing stuff with 420 and with other things for a long time.
Yes, sir.
Now you're working with Eden.
Yep.
And you've been doing this awesome Harvest Moon Cup gig. This is going to be the first annual, the first year. We hope it's annual, I'm assuming.
This is definitely going to be an annual event, yeah.
Nice. I'm just going to make sure, hopefully your mic is up enough. I might give you a little bit of change. Yeah.
Oh.
This mic's way.
Are we alive here?
But
Can we hear each other?
Yeah,
there we
you
go.
Now
there
you're
we
in.
go.
So, what else? This on the October 24th is where this happens, and where's the event happening? What's the gig? Tell us some of the details of what's going to be going on.
Right, Harvest Moon Cup is October 24th at the Imperial Theater. Essentially, it is a cannabis competition, and judges will pick up their packs 1 week prior at 138 East Pender location. They get a week to judge, and then our celebratory event is at the Imperial Theater, where Snoop's going to be smoking with us. He's going to present the winners, and then do a performance as well.
That's dope, man. Uh-oh, shit, we just lost our fucking cam, did we? Uh-oh, hold on a sec here. It went black on us. That's kind of
Are we not working? We're working.
There we are, we're back. At least they could hear us, but we're back. Hello,
So how
are
many
we
different
there?
strains do you have with the event? And do you have different hybrids? Is it like indica sativas, or how are they judging? Do we have? I'm more curious. It'd be cool.
Right, we got 4 categories: indica, hybrid, sativa, and then high CBD.
Okay.
And then we're having an online voting.
So online voting, 4 categories.
Yep, 4 categories. It's going to be
Online, huh?
Now, is there like any preliminaries
That's the
to
first
this?
time I
Is, like,
think
do
that
we?
I've heard of
Is there
anybody
any
doing
like? Is there any like going to be testing for like molds or anything like that?
Every
or
entry is being tested by a wagon wheel.
wagon wheel? Okay,
And,
cool.
all the results will be posted at
Nice.
the event. And then everything will be tested on aroma, flavor, strength, overall enjoyability, and then appearance.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. And so people can do it on their cell phones or something while they're there. They
Exactly,
just,
yeah. People can vote from home or on their phones on the night of the event.
And people.
So they
did
have
you
some
say
time to
when
go
people
through
get
things?
their bags, is at the same time as the event, or is that beforehand?
1 week prior.
1 week prior.
Yeah,
Nice.
because to test 40 strains in one night, that's a
gonna
bit of
be
a challenge.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, that's
40 strains.
you
So that's
can't do
pretty
that.
decent, man. That's a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
And where? I mean, did the strains all come from Canada? Can you say?
Actually, we got strains. We got one coming from California.
Nice.
We got one out of Washington. The majority is coming out of British Columbia, but we got entries from Alberta, Ontario, Manitoba, all over Canada, and just everything that we've gotten is just it's beautiful work. It's just gorgeous flowers.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
exciting, man. That's really exciting. Because sometimes, the Prairie Cup was pretty decent. There's a lot of good stuff, but other times, other cups, and I've seen it at High Times Cup and stuff. There's some shaggy looking shit in there sometimes.
I've
so.
seen some things that I wouldn't sell to my worst enemy.
Correct.
So
Yeah,
so
in
so I was
some
wondering,
cups.
is there do you have to qualify, or is it like anybody, or
We have rejected a couple entries.
okay?
For sure. 3 so far. Just mainly because if you're not bringing in a top shelf, why bother?
You just don't. Thank you. That's what I want to know. Is it like, okay, we want top shelf. We want like it's no. That's what we always
Yeah,
want to hear,
like,
right?
Some of the CBD flowers, granted, they're obviously not going to be as dank as like a Death Bubba or like a Lindsay OG, right? But we have some gorgeous CBD flowers.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
the
Yeah,
strength,
I'm curious on CBD, of course,
Yeah.
like everybody is.
yeah, we have some gorgeous CBD flowers.
Wow, man, it's an exciting thing to have.
I think
Snoop
this is
Dogg
this is
come here
actually
now.
from the Prairie Cup.
That's
These
quite
are
a
leftovers. Yeah.
That's a big win.
What won the Prairie Cup? Which strain?
The
won?
Lindsay was it the Lindsay OG came first, second, and third.
First, second, and third.
No, second and third, and the one before that was a local grower. Oh, I was really happy for him too. I can't think of the name of the strain.
They were all A's. All
yeah.
the A's.
Yeah, they were all the
Yeah,
A's.
for some reason, A was like
and
heavy,
it was the
fun.
hybrid was the hardest one to go through, and everybody knew that. The sativa was hands down. That was kind of easy.
Yeah.
The indica, you know, it was a little bit harder, but it was the hybrid that was the competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was definitely, and that's what we're gonna see finding, because the hybrids are all of those cushy crosses we all love, right?
There's some
those
gorgeous
O's, those
hybrids
pinks,
out there
exactly.
nowadays.
And so it's like the hybrids, whereas in like a strain like myself, like the Kush strain, I have is more of an indica. It's more of that type of strain. It's not all of those fruity flavors
Exactly.
and more the myrcene and stuff. So I'm happy, and you know, it's definitely going to be an awesome event. It'll be really interesting. Like myself, I'm gonna test all the event that these guys did. I'm up and looking at it now.
And Medtainer, a sponsor right here. Thank you very much.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
It's an honor. I am. I got a nice little Snoop Dogg Medtainer for everybody.
Oh,
and,
cool.
yeah.
What? Snoop Dogg Medtainer?
It's definitely a limited only one
Harvest Moon
print.
Cup limited edition.
Yeah,
Only available to the
That is some
judges.
slick shit.
Yep.
Hey, Mr. Kiwi's in the house. We're gonna bring Tommy Boy up in a little bit too. He's also in the house here. I don't know if we mentioned Tommy Boy earlier. He just got back from his trip cross country,
Yeah.
so that's fun. Oh, what's that? Oh, he got Carly high just now.
Oh,
Carly's
but
very
with all
high
these
now.
events that are happening across Canada, just like when we have 3 the month of October, so like
Yeah.
hopefully
Yeah.
next year someone will do one in November, because it's as in for someone who likes to sponsor these events. It crushes
it's
someone.
hard,
Like,
yeah.
like
It's
just
a lot.
saying, guys. Like, you know, I love you guys all, but you know, can you give some spread
That's a
it
lot of
out.
Medtainers.
Note to self.
Yeah.
Next year we.
They said, yeah, you can't because yeah, it's
Well,
and
I'm
it's,
glad there's more than not.
It's
though, you know?
glad there's
like,
more
keep
there
'em
is.
coming, man.
And definitely, you know, these events are really good about getting the information out there and spreading about, you know, what we're all about, the culture, the community, and like what we had in Saskatoon was awesome. And
Yeah, and then
what
the
we're
Karma
gonna
Cup
have
this
here,
weekend.
the Karma Cup, can't make the Karma Cup because you know what? It's a week later, and
Yeah, it's
flight
like
and
Prairie Karma
and then
Harvest.
yeah. So I had
Yeah.
to pick. I live here, so it was easy.
Yeah.
You're not going to Toronto for the.
I can't.
Right.
Yeah, no,
Thanks,
no.
Neil.
But it's
Oh, okay, sure.
It's just
You have a beautiful back there.
you know how it was for me for the Prairie Cup. I was
Salad.
like, you know, 10 steps away, and I went there, and when I was done, I went right back to the room and lied down and relaxed, and
Yeah.
I really enjoyed myself, and it was
yeah.
really good to talk to everybody there, and you know what, it was just another great event. That you know, these events are getting more and more
So-
popular. So
I want to get back to the whole Snoop Dogg thing because
Yeah,
that's
please.
pretty dope to be able to get Snoop Dogg here. I mean, how did you get him? Is it hard?
Well,
And it's such a cool gig too, like an intimate thing, right?
Yeah. In the past, I've worked in the music industry for about a decade. So I've been working with Snoop for about a decade, actually. So I literally just called him and the team up, asked them. They were down, and they're coming out.
Dope.
Real simple.
He's like, yeah, man.
he's
fuck,
like, that's cool.
It's weed.
Yeah.
I'm there.
He's like, that's awesome, man. So I mean,
and
that's
like this will be one of the most intimate performances Snoop's done in probably a decade. Like it's 450 people, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. No, that's insanely,
So,
insanely rad. Because
yeah.
last
There's
time I
no
was there,
scalping or anything with these events.
There were
These tickets
thousands
are
there
all
last time.
Pre-sold. 2 judges were their names. Is that how? Like, I mean, this is a really really tight, close event. Am I correct?
Like to be a judge, you have to have an MMAR, MMPR, or a dispensary card, and we give you your kits. And all the tickets are going basically through the Eden stores.
Yeah.
So we do have judges passes left. So if anyone needs one, stop by and pick one up.
There you go, man.
shit, we
Snoop
lost our-
and the
and
judge
we
of pass
just
comes
happened
with Snoop.
again.
Is that how it is?
what is with this Cam today? The same thing happened on the Wednesday show too. Strangely, Cam down.
Time to upgrade some equipment, Jay.
Yeah. I think we need 2 new HD cams. Our Logitechs are hitting the dirt. But yeah. So that's dope. There's still a ticket available. One.
Yeah.
Just the one.
No. There's
Like, if you want one.
Yeah.
we have judges
Get 'em out.
passes, and we did recently release a very limited amount of general admission tickets. So if you're a couple and you guys want to share a kit, grab one kit and then grab one standard ticket and split the kit and come down to the show.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
And now, how about media?
There's been
How do
So
we-
many media requests for this.
I
It's
bet.
insane.
I bet.
Obviously, Pot TV is going to be in the house.
Oh, dope. We hadn't
Obviously.
talked about it yet, so that's.
Okay, well, there you go.
I'm
Pot,
so down, man. Thanks.
Pot
brother.
TV is going to be in the house.
I'm happy.
We got
I'm gonna be hanging out with you, Chair.
Nice that we should. Yeah.
Expert Joint's going to be in the house.
Oh, we got the X in the house.
Zine's going to be in the house.
Nice.
Georgia Strait's going to be in the house.
Nice.
I got requests from every TV station, every radio station. So we're going to have some media coverage. We've got excessive amounts of coverage so far. Like, we've been on every national TV channel over the past couple weeks. I got interviewed on Global. Yeah.
I'm gonna change cams over here
I
because
got interviewed on
thing's
Global
fucked right
the
now.
other day
Right
about
on.
it.
Well, you know what? I mean, the attention you're bringing to Vancouver, and the people behind it, and then of course, I mean, the publicity that Snoop brings to it and stuff like that.
Exactly.
And then what's happening all over the world? I think we're seeing such a change, and I think what's happening here in Vancouver with the dispensaries, with the letters, and I brought that up. I mean, you know what about the letters? And our deadline was today, and nothing happened. Have you heard anything?
I've heard nothing.
Did you get a letter?
All empty threats, I believe.
Oh, everybody got. You know what? Like, here's the whole thing. Are we down? Oh,
We're talking to ourselves.
Pardon me.
We're talking to ourselves.
Are we talking to ourselves?
No, we're on.
Oh no.
It's just that I had to grab the other cam, so we're just switching them right now. They can still hear us. They just can't, when it goes off, they can't. Just a cam issue, but I'm going to...
So I mean that's the whole thing, right? So I mean we're seeing good change, and I think what with you bringing that event here, like you said, the amount of media coverage you're getting from international coverage because
That's
of who it is.
The main reason why we're doing this type of event, like the Karma Cup, amazing event, been going on for years, and they do a great job.
2 years, yeah, second year.
And the Prairie Cup, same thing. They do a great job every year.
Awesome.
But,
TY Cup's done, so we got 4 years out of TY.
Yeah, and then there's the Kush Cup too, and they've done great things. But no one's been able to hit the international recognition. So we figured if we brought Snoop, we could bring some attention back to the Vancouver cannabis scene. Because
There we go.
in
Yeah, it's
reality,
gotta turn this way
BC should be at the very top of international
Little more.
cannabis news all the time. And Colorado and Washington have kind of
There we go.
outshined us.
Beauty.
Well,
We got a bit of a
I'll
Batman
definitely have
angle,
some
but it's not
flowers to
bad.
smoke with you guys. It'll be out of this world, but
No, it's fine.
that's I can't wait to see what the competition is going to be like, because by the sounds of it, you guys are bringing in a top-notch show, and that's what we have been talking about and what we've needed here, and and with the products you even have on your shelf and what we see here in Vancouver with the dispensaries you have. I mean, hey, you know, this it sounds like it's people aren't going to be playing around. You know, those oges, but those deep cushes that Snoop likes, they're going to see some flavors come out that are going to be special, I think.
We've had a lot of growers actually afraid to enter because they know the level of competition that's coming to the table.
Oh,
Like, I personally wouldn't, because I don't have that type of game. I can grow a mean flower, but
this will be ready
Because at
5
the
days
end, you'll release
before.
all the results.
see, like, stuff like this, you guys can't see this, but
Yeah.
this is
It's
sexy.
too bad we had to give up our bud
Yeah,
cam.
that's a
Like,
certain.
I can't compete with, like, the Rogis or the HDs of, like, or the Terra Farms. Like, these growers
Sorry,
are just
guys.
amazing.
You can't see that, but I mean that's
That's beautiful.
I guess it's a daunting thing. It's kind of intimidating to
Well,
be like,
you know what?
"Oh, I
It's-
don't know."
it's-
and Johnny,
it's-
you know,
it's-
Johnny doesn't always enter, but when he does enter, he does pretty well. Johnny, why was it that you didn't want to enter for so long? Some of these cups.
Well, you know what? I entered in the beginning because for me it was about a medical patient growing his medicine, and when I went to 2010 Toronto, the TY Cup, I had some strains with me, and they were like, your stuff is amazing. Like I grow my medicine. So I was called out. You should enter, so I did, and then I won first place, and you know what? It was about a medical patient growing his medicine, and I'm fighting WCB, and I'm trying to get medical coverage. I'm trying to prove this, and so that's what it was about for me. And you know what? It was awesome, and I had a lot of people in the support with that, and it was a cup that was a lot of medical patients were judging, so that was cool.
Yeah. Neil,
And-
can you help me with the cam? Just tilt it back a little bit more this way towards this guy, so because his head is just there.
Then we
go,
did
there we go.
2012,
Beautiful. You got it.
and then I got a second place, and then Jeff asked me to enter, and I got a third place. And I thought, well, you know what? That's great. So I didn't enter anymore, and I brought my medicine, and it's like
Yeah.
it's easy, and that's why everybody asked me. That's why I started my YouTube channel, started showing people what I do. Like anybody can do it, and then people call me out on certain methods, and like, well, hey, that looks like that worked pretty good. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm just showing you what I do. I've been doing this for years and years, and I like to grow my medicine, so I'm not trying to like.
You're not trying to grow the biggest yield. You're trying to grow
I'm trying to dry the
best quality
dankest
medicine
weed,
for
the
you.
nicest, and the
Connoisseur
cleanest,
weed.
and connoisseur weed, and that's why I do
How to
what
do
I
it the
do.
right way.
And for me to enter in these cups, I have to dedicate myself to certain strains for a little bit. And you know what? I'd rather just, hey, this is what that's why I did the GC testing. Now I have the strains, I can test the profiles, and if you want them, hey, I know where you can get these cuts. I know where you can get these seeds or whatever. They're just available and
People
stuff like
love
that.
to hold those cuts,
Right?
so like
And-
near and dear.
And dear and dear. And here's something that I talk about. So this is a strain that I have tested right now. It's THC and CBD.
That's
Oh, I see
beautiful.
you're doing
That's
your
beautiful.
CBD.
Yeah. Would you like it?
testing.
Would you like some clones of it?
Sure, I'll take some of those.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's medicine that needs to get out there, right?
Currently, right now, I'm working with a strain.
But you know what? With people that this is what we're looking at, and this is what we got to start. I'm curious.
And one of the strains I'm working with right now, it's 1-to-1, and it's 7.5 to 7.5.
Closer.
Yeah.
Equal
Yeah,
parts.
and that's pretty
And
much what we're
that's
seeing.
medicine.
And that's medicine, and that's what we're looking at, right?
That's what I'm entering
So
into
so
the
you
cup.
tilt it back, Neil.
There you go.
You got it. So I mean that's
That's a
this
beautiful
is
profile.
That's the profile we see over and over. Now I tested this outside, indoor, 3-4 over the years, and this is the one that we call Haley's Comet in town. And there's so much talk about it and stuff like that, but I mean it's a hard plant. And I've talked to people like that's the hard plant to grow. Yeah, it's the original. I've had that from since 2006.
We have to do a show about the testing, John, and go walk people
100%.
through. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm working up to that, and it's a lot of work learning it. And of course, I don't want to bring wrong information to people. And yeah, everybody knows I have the machine, and I am testing, and I'm learning the machine and learning the profiles, and I'm starting a profile database. And we're going to get to that stage where then I can start kind of sharing what I'm doing, and I want to compare with other labs first too, of course.
Definitely.
I truly do believe that all dispensaries should have all their products tested. All products on the shelves, be it edible, topical, Phoenix Tears, whatever, it should be tested.
Yeah.
100%.
Why not?
100%.
I mean, when you're doing business like
Right.
that, and you're having a product that you're
But I
presenting to
mean,
the public.
with these dispensaries in town that wants to get their licenses, they can buy the machines. You can get them here. You get the profiles here. I know all the hookups to where to get all this stuff. It's a pretty easy program,
It's
but
not
you
that
need
hard.
someone to dedicate themselves to it. It's not like you need
Yeah.
someone who's just that's going to be what they're going to do.
That's their job.
That's
Like,
it's
what
not a job. It's got to be a passion. It's a little bit different because you know what, looking at peaks and profiles, it gets pretty boring after a while. You got to know, like I've had the opportunity to look at these profiles for a long time, so.
You mentioned
it's a lot of fun.
dispensaries. We should talk about Eden, and because Eden's like the main sponsor of the whole Harvest Moon Cup, right? Like it's basically, is that how it works? Or
Eden is putting on.
putting
Yeah.
it on, yeah. And so tell us about Eden. You've been, how do you work with Eden exactly? Are you part of the crew there? Or?
Yeah, I do all their marketing and event coordination. So, like, we put on the Great Northern Extraction back in April.
Yep.
You guys were there. We did the Cameron Boat Cruise. We've done in-stores with Machine Gun Kelly, Raekwon, Corrupt, and all the marketing you see around town these days. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope, man. That's
But yeah,
fantastic.
we recently got voted best dispensary in Vancouver by the
Georgia
Georgia
Strait.
Strait.
Yeah.
Nice. There you go.
Yeah, and we are.
You guys have how many
You guys were
locations in
like
Van?
right behind. Sorry for cutting you off.
There's several locations.
We have 5 locations
Five.
currently. We are opening another undisclosed amount in the city, but we'll have up to 12 locations by the first quarter of next year, and we are Canada's leading dispensary. 100%.
We love you guys at Cannabis Culture. We actually share a location with you
Yeah,
guys. We have
on Davie Street, we have our dispensary in the back, and then the CCHQ lounge up front. We're all family.
Yeah. It's cool, man. So I was totally stoked to see that because you and I in the past had talked about maybe trying to get somebody for 420, a big name or something.
Yeah.
And we had thrown Snoop Dogg around, but at the time it was kind of he had already just come or something, and there was all these issues.
And the budget, like.
But it's not cheap.
Yeah, Snoop definitely isn't economical artist.
No.
I was going to
But
say,
it's
you
gonna be
guys were
worth it,
also
though.
involved in the beginning, and I know with a lot of research, and you're involved with patient research and stuff.
Yes,
with,
100%.
With even with the methadone research, that I mean, there's a lot that Eden has done that a lot of people haven't seen, but that I do know about. Cause
Thank you very much for
I've been
noticing.
involved in the background, and of course that's what
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's what I was going to ask you about.
We are just releasing a Spark the Vote campaign. Can
Nice.
you see this?
Oh, yeah, we had to get
Nice.
rid of that cam. Oh, here, wait, I got the audience cam. Let's see if this one
Okay.
works here. It doesn't. Aha, here we go. It is working. So, audience cam, we'll turn this on here. Now it's our new bud cam.
Yeah. There we go. Spark the
Beautiful.
Vote.
I love it. And now you guys actually were going enticing people to vote by giving away a ticket to the Harvest Cup here, the Harvest Moon Cup. But didn't the
We are
Elections
just
Canada get on your ass about it or something?
We are just encouraging people to get out and vote. We're not trying to bribe people to get
Right.
out and vote because that would go against the Elections Act.
Geez, see,
Yep.
we didn't realize
So-
that it was really against it to, like, if you're not telling them who to vote for, but just the idea of voting in general. Like, Jesus.
We
It seems
didn't
ridiculous,
know
doesn't it?
either, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But we do support Elections Canada, and we just want everyone to go out and vote for whoever speaks to your truth. Just go out and vote. I know who I'm voting for. I'm pretty sure everyone in the room is voting for the same party.
Yeah.
Okay, well, for me,
Yep.
I mean,
I'm going red
went.
this
I
time.
actually went to go vote today,
Yeah.
and then I went to the wrong place, and then I went to another place, and I said the wrong thing on my map, and then by the time things got going, I was like, okay, I'm frustrated. I'm going to go tomorrow. But I mean, pretty much, I mean, that's what's going on with me is I live in a riding where it's mostly conservative, and NDP's riding right up behind it, really strong. I mean, I would vote Green because that's the way I feel. But I'm not going to be voting Liberal because they want to legalize it because they're not
Right.
getting anywhere in my riding. So because Harper needs to get out, I'm smart voting and I'm going to vote
Strategic
NDP
voting.
in my riding. So I call it a smart vote.
Yeah.
because
Strategic, smart, whatever you want to call
without
it. You know
being
what?
offensive, some votes are almost a throwaway vote.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to kind of pay attention to what's going on in your riding to find out which
Exactly.
party has the chance at beating these dickheads and go and, if the NDP is going to be the one to storm through and they're really going to completely take it, well, you could probably vote for the Green Party in that particular case. But if it's neck and neck, man, you got to watch and try and
Exactly.
sway those
Pay
final
attention.
results.
Do
First
your
past the
research.
post sucks. Our system of parliamentary, basically how the entire thing works is this first past the post system. That means that even with a small percentage, the Conservatives can still take a lot.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, smart voting right now is really key, guys. I mean, we are on the first day of advanced voting poll is the 9th, 10th, and 11th. And, I mean, you got to go in there and take a look what's going on in your riding, pay attention to it, and really just you got to be smart. You got to really pay attention because right now we got to get rid of Harper. My friend I was talking to, he would never, ever vote NDP, and he said that. He says, but we got to get rid of Harper because I've voted
God.
Liberal my
I
whole
hope
life.
a lot of people are saying
and,
that.
And he goes, and we got to get rid of Harper. He says, so I'm, for the first time in my life, voting NDP, and I was like, high five.
I've heard
So,
a lot
I mean,
of that too.
I mean, this is what it has to be. And, I mean, you as viewers, you as the people out there and talking about it, I mean, this is the most important thing going on in
Take
Canada
your
right
grandma,
now.
take your
know
friends,
what? Just
drive
smart
the car
vote.
down there.
Just get out there
Tim's
and
in the
vote.
house, too. What's up, brother, man?
It is
Almost
our
didn't
civic
see him behind the beard
responsibility.
there. What's they say? What? Oh, fuck yes, I would.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, I'm be sitting
We
here
got
and you
Tim
been
throwing
sitting
dabs
there.
around.
I did bring some Hawaiian Fire.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so
You guys got
because
some
you're at
papers
Eden,
sticking around here?
what are we looking for?
Papers.
What
Roll
do you
Oh,
need?
papers. Hey, Carly Marley, can you score some papers?
Oh, wait, hang on. I got some. I got my raw
Nice.
quarters. My
Johnny's
bag.
got them.
There we go.
Thanks, Carly.
Should probably give Raw a shout out. They're always giving me all this
You falling
stuff.
asleep? Yeah, you look like you're totally chide over there.
Yeah, for those you don't know, Raw
shit.
is
What
employs
we
over
got here?
500 disabled workers in their factories, and I thought that was to me it was well because
Wow,
that's
this
what I
is
fight for.
crazy.
People have been disabled and injured on the job, and when I saw that, it was like high five. So yeah, they're good people.
Look at them.
Shout
this
out to Raw
multi-
for all the goodies that they always give us. Oh, that's a beautiful piece.
Isn't that cool?
Look at that.
Oh,
How does this thing even function? Is that a banger?
It's a little
How does that
bubbler. I
work?
kinda
It
know
goes
where
in
you
the
got that
trough, I
to.
guess.
Yep.
Heat up the trough.
so a
and
few of
just
those around
And
right
feed,
now. Isn't
feeds the
there?
pigs.
Quartzified. Yeah. Nice.
These are like XL containers, eh?
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
it's like those are like XL containers, aren't they?
Is
The
it?
Magnum
Okay, so don't take too
Container.
much.
I got all kinds
Oh, yeah, I
of
guess I should-
containers.
I'm actually entering the High
Yo.
Times in Jamaica. Yeah, for
Kiwi's giving me the tips here. Aim it up from the bottom.
Yeah,
she's on fire.
I don't think I can go to Jamaica, so I'm kind of just sitting in limbo.
Seeing the flames here.
I want to. I should be. I've been there.
You should come down. There's a bunch of us BC people going down.
Oh, I know. No, I got a place to stay.
Yeah.
I can be picked up at the airport.
Okay.
It would be a lot of fun and stuff like that. But with medical conditions and waiting on this whole thing, so I'm kind of, if I'm gonna go, I would have to book it that week of it going and get the tickets, and that's kind of hard.
He said it's really strong, so I don't want to go too crazy.
Kind of thing, so.
It's this. Oh, it's like this sugary substance. I love it.
Which one can I use? Which one's playing?
Oh, well, you know what? Here, there's a new one. Give it a shot.
Okay, hopefully that's enough there.
So, new green one. Here's a guy who grinds a lot of weed. Give her a test. You throw a big butt in there. You can see kind of load that thing up. Yeah, he's actually using it for the first time. It's the first time. There's only a couple. The Magnum, we call it the XL.
Girth on that thing.
I know. I want one of those so bad.
So, I mean, no, everybody's looking at their. You know what? Soon to be released. You know what? They're coming soon. So
thanks a lot, man. That was a really good
how
dab.
it's. I mean,
was fucking dope. Oh, I used the wrong dabber tool. Gave me a fancy one.
He's like.
Yeah, and I had a carb cap. I didn't.
So we're dabbing, we're grinding here. We're talking about the Prairie Cup. We got Tim in the house who just had his cup. We talked about that last week, and you know,
a lot of cups going on.
A lot of cups going on. What we're talking about. We got the Harvest Cup coming on. Yeah, you know what? It's we're stepping up the game here in Canada, guys. You know what? We saw the U.S. coming up hard and strong, so we had to kind of turn on the game. I think.
There's no way we can let the U.S. beat us. We got to team up together.
I mean,
we got to put on.
We had the Bud Lovers Cup before. We've had so many different cups.
And Amsterdam's dead now, so they're moving to Jamaica.
Exactly.
Well, we don't know. They haven't announced it yet, right? So
they haven't. Oh, whoops.
You know, don't kid yourself.
I just heard that through the grapevine.
Allegedly,
that was
through the organizers, that's what.
That's so good,
too.
man. That was fucking amazing.
They're moving to
Thank
Jamaica.
you very much.
The whole thing is we'll see how the first Cannabis Cup. Yeah, we said that. I got their last couple of hoodies. I'm not wearing it today, but I got their last couple of hoodies, knowing that I went for the last 3, so that was nice.
As you heard first on the show, we'll be not only at the Harvest Moon Cup now. Pod TV will be there. That's fucking dope. But we're also going to be at the Karma Cup too.
Are you going to be
Chris Goodwin
Jamaican
will be doing our show live at Vapor Central. So, yeah.
Are you going to be at the Cannabis Cup?
You going to the Cannabis Cup, Jamaica?
You know, I went to the Cannabis Cup last year in Amsterdam, and it was pretty cool. I went for the last 2 years actually, and it was.
Jamaica will be different. You'll be kind of really. You're gonna be in a compound. It's not like you're gonna be go hanging out and going like that or going out at night. You don't do that. You're gonna get robbed.
Jamaica sounds like a pretty dope spot for it.
That's one thing when I was in Jamaica that was just told, just don't leave the compound.
As long as the cops are cool with it. See, the problem is with High Times, and I love High Times a lot. Don't get me wrong. I love those guys. I think they do a great job. I always have a great time when I'm there. They're always super nice to us. But they don't really work it out with the authorities beforehand properly. That's what happened in Amsterdam, and that's the reason the whole thing collapsed, because they had a bad relationship with the mayor's office. They sold a bunch of tickets and told everybody they were going to do it without having a venue, with actual letters from the mayor's office saying they have to cease and desist and can't do it. So not because they didn't want it necessarily, but because they didn't fill out the permits correctly or something. So there was a bunch of drama with the Amsterdam. So hopefully that'll all be worked out beforehand, and there'll be no police raiding, in Jamaica like they did in Amsterdam. We had police raids on the Cannabis Cup.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I talked to the organizers of the Cannabis Cup, and due to the Rastafarian Church, that's the loopholes that they're going for.
Perfect.
Personally, I'm entering in 2 products into the Cannabis Cup. Yeah.
Oh, what? Cool,
we're taking Buddha butter to the Cannabis Cup and our new chocolate bar as well.
Oh, that's so dope,
man. I'm actually really excited.
And is this now for your personal stuff, or is this through Eden? Or
no, this is my personal.
Your personal
product line, yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah, man.
And
really
so, do you have a name for the product line? People can get it somewhere.
If you check out missenvy.ca, or if you've been in any Canadian dispensary over the past 4 years, you've seen Buddha butter on the shelves. We're probably the top-selling topical in Canada.
Yeah. It smells like mint, right?
Cool. That I got is from you.
I've definitely given you Buddha butter at least 4 or 5 times.
And you've definitely seen it in my videos, probably around the counters, or probably on even CTV News once. The Buddha butter.
It has been on CTV. It's been on Vice. It's been on everything.
You know what? I test all the creams, and that's the best thing. I mean, when you're dealing with certain conditions, you find that certain creams, because everybody's against, once again, using a different cannabinoid profile.
Exactly.
And that's what I was really would like talking about is the profile. So it's all these creams work in different ways.
Exactly. There's some amazing topicals available.
Like I use one called the Green Bar.
The Green Bar is great. Yeah.
It's great. I use MJM cream.
Yep.
On my knees because sometimes I don't like the Green Bar because it's the smell.
Yep.
Right. So
it's
very strong smelling, but sometimes that strong smelling is more like uplifting. So you got to take a look at how it affects your pain or your condition, what you're dealing with, and that's the best thing about all of these products.
Exactly. Variety is the spice of life, and there's a lot of people making a lot of great products out there. That's for sure.
Tripsy likes the Green Bar.
Yeah, see, there's all kinds of there's all kinds of different products out there.
Yeah, we recently released the cannabis-infused personal lubricant as well.
Oh, personal lubricant.
People working on this stuff. Yeah.
People are loving it. Allegedly.
Literally and figuratively.
Allegedly, stoners fuck like rabbits.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Don't we always?
So, and you can purchase that at Eden?
That's like
you can purchase the personal lube at about 30 dispensaries across Canada.
Nice.
Just check out missenvy.ca for a listing of dispensaries.
I've seen your stuff.
Miss who?
Dispensary down the street from my house.
missenvy.ca.
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 We said it 3 times in case you missed that. missenvy.ca. That's ENVY.ca.
Actually, they even sell it downstairs in Cannabis Culture headquarters.
That's
hey,
true.
you know what? That's one thing that a lot of these creams are starting to pop up in shops and places that are not selling cannabis at all, that are actually willing to take that extra step and get into the creams and into the things, because I mean, I see a lot more of the older generations coming in for these green bars, for these creams, especially the green bars, because they so like it, because they're used to that eucalyptus and that Vicks vapor rub smell and stuff like that, and it works.
Yeah, it smells
so it's like
I've had my products in a couple wellness stores for years now, and just recently this week, a Natural Path placed his first order with my company.
That's awesome.
And to me, that's like
that's like
sure.
It's
the next
amazing.
step.
It's huge.
That's very
I can't
cool,
say
man.
who or
Recognition,
which shop,
yeah.
But
that's going to start happening a lot more.
We feel very blessed.
That's
for
very
sure.
cool.
Yeah.
Well,
People
we're
are gonna,
definitely seeing a change.
It's going to switch. Doctors will soon be getting on board, or somebody, like the actual pharmacies you might be able to go into and get some of these products.
Too much coverage, too much in the media. It's too much there. It's too much in their face now. You can't stop it. Like we said there years ago, when you hear that crack in the forest and the tree starts falling, you can't stop it. Yeah. It hit the ground, it bounced up, and it hit the ground again. It's about ready to smack him again. So, you know what? It's like it's over. You know what? The change is here. It's done. We're getting a form of legalization. Some of us are going to adapt to a new system. Some of us are going to adapt to our own system, and some are going. And well, you know what? As it stands right now, there are 40,000 people in Canada that can grow their own. And I look at mandatory minimum sentencing 6 months or more. So, you know what? If someone's got 5 plants, it's up to judge's discretion. And if you got a few plants and you're growing your medicine and you're disabling it at home, I highly find someone's going to throw you in jail for it. I'm not saying do it. I'm not saying it's personal. Stand up for your rights, because if you're growing your medicine and you're trying to save yourself some money, and it's like you're growing your tomatoes in your backyard. I had 3 plants outside. I cut them down right now. They're hanging outside. I looked at that resin under a microscope. You have no idea how good that shit looks, man. Wow, those trichomes are
as part of the new
round,
regulations,
perfectly milky, everything.
Vancouver's got these new regulations coming in, though. And the new dispensary, they want to wipe out 80% of the dispensaries.
Put in 20.
And, I mean, obviously that affects Eden.
So does that mean 20 dispensaries can have a dozen locations, so they can put in, 200 dispensaries?
I don't think they're going to be able to stop it. I think they're going to talk tough.
Well, you know what?
But how are they going to enforce it? How are they going to actually close anybody down?
The enforcement that was called out from Health Canada for today, we didn't see anything happen. The enforcement that was called out today through Health Canada, we didn't see anything happen. We talked about that.
And we're talking tough about that, too. Different department, but that's Health
unless
Canada
they do it Monday
versus the municipal
But I always
government.
figured I said to do it on Friday, throw everybody in jail, make an uproar, and have all this media attention for the election.
Carrie Jang, the city councilor of Vancouver, was talking tough, saying, these ones, we're going to shut them all down if they don't comply with the rules, and that means shutting 80 to 85% of them.
Wasn't there only 13 letters placed out, though? That's what I heard. It was a total of
Yeah.
13.
That was from Health Canada, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what you guys are talking about, right?
Well, we're kind of talking about two things.
Okay.
We're talking about Health Canada sending out the letters and the fact that they didn't really do anything today about
Yep.
it. But we're also talking about the fact that Vancouver's threatening to close the dispensaries down.
Yes.
And we're hoping that they don't do anything in the same way that the feds might not, they talk tough, but in the end, they just let it go anyways.
Yes.
So, and, we've seen that on the municipal level. I wonder if the cops will go and enforce are they going to have like a mad, like Prohibition era-esque fucking dispensary whacking when they go in there with the cops and cut the shit down and shut them all down?
Well, the chief of Vancouver said that he wasn't going to enforce federal rulings, right? So
Yeah.
they would actually have to outsource RCMP to come into Vancouver.
Yeah.
But they have to go above the VPD and talk to the Crown about that.
No, and the
seems
Vancouver
like a
Police
lot of work.
Department would also know about it or have a say in it. So I don't think they're sending the RCMP after anybody. Tripsy said snake whacking day. Whacking day, that's from The Simpsons.
Are we saying?
Whacking day. Nothing.
No.
Simpsons reference. Random Simpsons reference.
What do the viewers say?
That's quite the coner you're rolling there.
Yeah, I know. I'm watching that too. I kind of look a little silent.
This guy's got some mad
Tim's
skills.
got his eyes on it.
So, 420
Everybody's staring
as
at
well.
the joint.
You
Yeah,
set
now
that down
everybody,
there.
now everybody,
You've
in
had
the,
your products down at
everybody in the
420
room
lab.
staring
Yes,
at this
sir.
joint. Sorry.
That's good. Yeah, you're down at 420. That's where probably the first time I bumped into you was through 420, and you guys were setting up there. Maybe I
Yeah.
can't even remember now.
Yeah, we've had booths at 420s for the past 2 years now. Yeah.
Are you going to be at this one if, we don't expect the cops to be acting crazy at this one. We're working deals out with them. We will have the regular side of the gallery again, both sides. So it should be a big one again.
Chances are,
Wow,
regardless,
sorry.
we will be there. Just depends in what capacity.
Yeah.
Eden 100%. We support the Vancouver cannabis community. We're there. And as Miss Envy side of things, we'll be there too. We're just not sure what we're going to do yet.
Cool, man. Yeah, it should be a good one. Hopefully there's no fireworks.
I'm not
You
going to
saw
say
what
it
happened on
should be.
Cannabis Day,
It
obviously.
will be.
Who will be?
What do you mean it should be? It will be a good one.
Oh, yes. It'll be a
100%.
good day for all. No fights with the authorities. No armies of cops lining up first thing in the morning. No angry city manager's office and things like that. That's what we hope. So we're working on it right now. We did have a successful meeting with the city manager's office. Dana Larson had a meeting, and they told him that if we want it, we can have it. So,
I think the key is just hire a really big celebrity.
yeah, then they can't. Then it would be like a disgrace, and it would make all the papers and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Make it impossible for them to hurt you.
Well, maybe you and I should talk about that and see what we can do.
Yeah.
Again, with, as you said, getting the celebrities to come to 420, which is an event that doesn't have a heck of a lot of cash because we don't charge admission for tickets or anything like that. We have to generate cash through advertising and stuff, which we do. But that kind of pays for the stage and other things. So we're already tight as it is, but we can try and work something out. Maybe get a gig in town or something. Cool, man. Well, we'll keep on top of that shit. So, again, October 24th. That's, coming soon, man.
Yeah, we got,
1 week away.
What is that? We have about 2 weeks away now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 13 days away.
And people can still get both kinds of tickets.
Yeah, we still have judges' tickets and general admission tickets available at all Eden stores. And our general admission tickets are also available online at Ticket Zone.
Very cool. Now, that lighter trick that you're doing with the joint for your coner, Chris Goodwin always does that with his
I've
joints.
never seen. That
That's
was,
how Chris
well
does all his
done.
master joints.
I wish I had a
don't know if
close-up
he's still
cam for
watching
that
that.
because I just witnessed something. I got to hold for it. Hey,
That thing's a monster, man. It looks just like a fucking giant torch.
Yeah, well, you basically just burn that off. So
Yeah, it's like a little hat at the end. It's a little cap. Burn around the edges.
sorry. So
We maybe should put on the joint cam.
I'm just I've been smoking weed my 30 years plus, probably 40. I don't know. Anyways, when you see something you haven't seen before, and that's why I say, as in a pot smoker and as a grower and everything, we learn something every day new, which is cool. I just learned something new. Thanks, dude. Yeah, and I'll remember this day for a long time. I was like, hey, I learned this from the guy. I was just sitting there. I was like,
We should show that off on
so
the camera.
yeah,
a
it was
closer.
the way he actually kind of did this was pretty cool. And I was wondering what he was doing. So he took the lighter and he gently burned it all around the outer edge where the top was, and then the top just popped off. And I was like,
Yeah.
that's cool. So you know what? Just like as in, I
That
like
thing is
tips
cool.
and tricks. That's a tip and a trick.
Very cool.
You guys like that, Neil? Look, expert joint roller's got the biggest smile on his face. Yeah, you just see
Yeah,
this.
X
It really is. That is a very, very well put together. That's an excellent tips and tricks that we would love to feature further in more depth with you at some point. Great. I can't help but recommend that
X
as
is
a
in the house.
technique.
I will definitely come back on your show and teach you a thing or two about a thing or two.
Thank you very much. We're always look to
You
learn.
guys did a show together last night.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
yesterday you were on the Expert Live.
Yeah,
and we were
I was
talking
on
about
the show last night.
much of the same things, the Harvest Cup and him being here. And, these cones are so much fun to play with. It's amazing the amount of stuff that Raw puts out, and I love the way that the technique went down there.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Now, I'm going to bring you on the show.
Sure.
Do you want to talk? Now, are you putting
Where
your
are we at
face
this
on the
point?
show now, or what? What are you doing?
Well, how close
Kinda
am
gonna
I?
Sit off cam.
Yeah, I'll sort of sit close to Cam.
X
Here,
is in
let
the
me
house, but he never goes quite.
Okay, so it's the
we can
gimmick,
kinda
really.
see you.
Okay, we got a little. We
Yeah,
got.
you're, that
What's
sexy
up? That's
face.
me.
He doesn't
Close
want to show it
We're
off to
just
everyone.
cuddling. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Basically,
We got another big rap star coming to town.
Yeah.
And somebody who you introduced me to before, actually,
yeah.
Raekwon from Wu-Tang, one of my fucking favorite of all time rap artists. He's still fucking hitting it hard. He's going to be in town.
Yes.
This guy's bringing him.
Yes.
Tell people what's up.
Well, actually, yeah, Ray's a legend. Wu-Tang official, Wu-Tang forever, over 20 years. Ray's been killing it. And this week he's actually coming up here for a couple of functions, one of which is including the first one on Wednesday, brought to us by our friends at Crop King Seeds, Healing Tree. It's going to be actually happening next Wednesday at another smoke shop that normally probably doesn't get a lot of attention, but you know, it's all the family here at one point. It is what it is. And Cannabis Culture, actually Jeremiah is going to be coming down and doing an interview with Ray, so you'll be able to check that out through Pot TV and through Cannabis Culture. Lots of coverage, exclusive press for Cannabis Culture. Sit
I'm
down
excited,
with
man.
Raekwon that we've got coming up ahead, so that'll be amazing.
He knows a lot of shit, and he knows a lot of shit about weed.
Smart.
Yeah. and-
Ray's a very well-spoken man. I've known him for about 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah.
I brought him by iMedicaid, and that's when you got to
That's right. We bumped
interview
into
him.
each other.
Yeah.
We hung out for like
but
a
yeah, he's,
couple hours or so.
He's coming in town to release his new Cuban Links jacket.
Yeah.
And he's doing that with Martini at Dip.
Oh, nice.
Yes, so
Cuban Links
he's
jacket.
yeah, it's
Fuck,
exactly
that's
that. So we've got, you know,
Only
you'll
built
see a few
for
posters
cold
around
weather.
town associated with the Dipped event on Thursday, and they called us and said, "Hey, we got Wednesday to do something, so why don't we put together a meet and greet autograph session for." So for anybody
dope.
who's going to be in and around the Vancouver area next Wednesday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. at Ignite Smoke Shop down at 109 West Cordova, is going to be there with an exclusive meet and greet. Your chance to come on down. And no cost, no charge, just a free event to come on down, chill out. We're going to have some music playing, hanging out. Raekwon's going to be in the
Come
house.
talk to the chef.
Yeah, chop it up with the chef, 4 to 6 next Wednesday, and make sure you catch all the exclusive media coverage that you're going to be able to find only on Cannabis Culture and through Expert Joints. We're happy to put it together, and also happy
Tell
to be
people about Expert Joints quickly, just super quick, so people can find where you are and what you're doing.
for sure.
Expert joint to the expert joint.
Thank you very much. So, Expert Joints is a multi-platform media portal for the cannabis enthusiast. We have. Sorry, let me do this first. Get to the
Hit that
important
Expert
shit.
Joint.
Very cool, man. I like how these done. It's a really good, tough process to put them together properly because they can fall apart like crazy, and if they're not done right, they come out defeating the whole purpose. But if you pack one of these properly, they're a lot of fun.
That thing's a monster, and it's so perfectly like it's not.
If I could
getting
only
any
be a
airbag
little bit
action,
picky,
It's not like
gonna
limping
like,
over.
guarantee.
I just wish the filter was a little bit shorter on principle. But just, you know, it is what it is.
Good constructive criticism always from this guy.
Hey, you know what? And
Are you
honestly,
listening, Josh? Work on that.
I'm sure there's probably a reason with the stability of the paper of that size. Is probably some science behind it, which I'm not doubting. Just on a visual and for the overall size of it, you're really getting. And when you're burning at such a large size, you're actually burning at a faster surface area, which is why I'm personally don't smoke a lot of cones because I like a more consistent, even burn along the way. But they're a lot of fun if you do them right.
Have you
Words
ever
from the
smoked a
expert.
cone backwards?
Oh, inverted
Yes,
cone.
I have.
If you invert a cone, the hit you get off
Little
of it
wrinkly.
is just insane.
lot of shaking
Especially
here.
if the base is
Hit the fatty ends.
like a 2-inch base.
Go from small to big,
Try that out,
and
children.
then you end
Try
up with
that
a
out.
massive fucking roach.
So we're really excited about that event, and also Mike was on our show yesterday on the Expert Live, featuring myself and him and a couple of guys from Status Crew in town, and we talked about our involvement as well with the Harvest Moon Cup that's coming up. Expert Joints is going to be down there. We're going to have a spot down there doing some joint rolling lessons, little joint rolling competition.
Dope.
Looks like I'm going to be able to give away some stuff from Pure Hemp and Smoking in the works of all that happening as well too. We're going to be doing on video feature build up a lot in advance and on site, and probably giving away some medtainers. Actually, it's funny that we're all in the house. I was just showing Neil off camera. In the last video we put out, another one of our tips and tricks type of videos, so a beautiful segue from earlier, is Ganja on the Go, rolling a joint outside, where in it we actually talk about one of the handiest devices that you can use is a smell-proof, waterproof, super handy medtainer. And it gets plenty of coverage in beautiful high definition, and it's gorgeous. And so shouts to medtainer. Oh, I'm going to send you more than a link. That said, yes, Cannabis Culture has been a big supporter. Jeremiah's a big supporter. And we're here happy to help the movement. We are exactly that. We're a media outlet. Great videos, advice about all things joint rolling and cannabis in general. We're expanding, growing, and here to help. And on a quick plug, if I could, we're actually looking to expand and grow. And if there's anybody who's down to be an intern or to help us with this amazing amount of things we have to come along, the next 3 and 6 months are going to be an unbelievable ride. And we just can't wait to be a part of it, and so lucky and so thrilled to be in Amsterdam and associated with the people you are. So thank you so much for the coverage and the hype. And come check us Wednesday at Raekwon's and
Thanks for coming here, man.
Check the coverage on Cannabis Culture.
People can, and I have the actual poster here.
So you can get that. It is Woo Weed Wednesday with Raekwon the Chef, October 14th at Ignite Smoke Shop, brought to you by Crop King Seeds and the Healing Tree on Beatty, 4 to 6 next Wednesday. Also, you'll be able to get exclusive coverage on expertjoints.com and through Cannabis Culture. All of our media outlets at Cannabis Culture, at Expert Joints. You know how to find us by now, but please get out there, support us, and come to the event. You get your chance to chill out, hang with Raekwon for 2 hours. We've got music in the house, DJs, good times, sales on products, Crop Kings, on and on and on. It's going to be a great little pop-up event. And then, yes, check him at Dipped on Thursday.
Thank you very much, X, for coming on the show.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I like calling you that.
Thanks for having us here. And please support the Harvest Moon Cup, Eden, Medtainer, Neil, everybody associated with this. If we don't support each other, we have no support at all. Thank you very much.
Peace, brother. And we'll be seeing more, I guess, next Wednesday is the day, right? Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, October 14th. You heard it.
I'll be there.
Apparently I'm going.
Cool
Come on down, everybody.
I so wish I could just pass this
Bring
to
your
all you
neighbors.
out on the camera there right now. Just like, here, you got to try this. It's so good. Good job. It's tasty.
Like
What
and
is
what
this?
is it? Oh, that's what we were smoking from the jar.
That one is the Hawaiian Fire.
Nice.
So it's
Hawaiian
a kush.
Fire.
Actually, it's
Must
a
be from a
sativa.
volcano.
Really?
It's a 70-30.
Oh, I don't care what's
70-30.
out there. It's got a cushy flavor to it. And like that doesn't know it's the flavor. So now we got to look at terpenes.
14.
Now we're looking at, so this is a sativa, it's a 70-30. The terpenes give it a kush flavor, but it's probably nice and airy and juicy and stuff like that.
It's
It looks
Booth's
hard,
birthday
right?
on October 14th. Happy birthday. Happy Booth Day. Happy Booth Day.
Oh, no, you're right. I didn't grab the Hawaiian Fire.
What is it?
It is the Kush.
I knew it was a kush.
I grabbed a different strain.
Huh?
It's like, this isn't Hawaiian, this tastes like
This is
kush.
what happens when you hang out with the Pod TV crew. You forget everything.
Johnny's like, I can identify that.
No, I was like, no, this is kush.
We're actually smoking on the,
Oh, let's get the lab here.
how do we work? There we go.
Oh, yeah, this camera's not the best one. That's why I only use it as an audience cam. But White
Yeah.
Rock Red by Mr. White.
Yes.
That's a nice
No,
jar,
it's
though.
good.
Like the label. Show him that label one more time, the cool label. The other side, though. This one
I was
too.
like, wow,
Oh,
that's the nicest tasting
remember
sativa.
that
Kush with those different cushy terpenes in that sativa.
Spread the vote, baby. Smoke that vote. Nice. And
Trying
this,
to-
what is this here? Oh, this is from the Karma or the Prairie Cup. This is Solvent D. Oh, yeah, I have to take a photo of this because I seem to have lost my Solvent D. I'm still, plodding through my pack to take photos of all of it for everyone.
How do they pack it?
It comes in this little container. Here, let's show the crew at home. With the
I saw pictures.
cam
I saw
that's
pictures
not
of it.
totally suited. Yeah, there's some. You can go online and see that shit, but That's the here.
So I was just looking at Expo Joint Roll, and he just showed me this video he did with the Medtainer, and I'm like, well, that's definitely like I'm gonna go on my website.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it on. It's great, well done, and you know what? It was my favorite thing, and I always said it was perfect for people at bus stops, because I always remember when I used to take the bus, and I always used to try and roll a joint. And a bus would come. What would you do? Right? And you're trying to put this, and you got your rollies and your tasks. With this, I was like, now I'm standing there at the side of the laugh line there one time, and I'm just like rolling my joint on Commercial Drive, and someone walks by and goes, "Is that John?" And I hadn't seen this person in like 8 years. He goes, "I can smell you around the corner." I'm just standing there tapping the Medtainer, putting the joint in there, and looking at the bus stop laughing. It was just kind of funny. It brought me back to being like 16. But.
We preach all the time being prepared, and you can't always have a big kid on the go. And as a moving light, you can literally get away with a Medtainer that holds your weed and some papers and everything in your pocket. There's a cup.
That's why the Medtainer's the bomb, because it can carry your lighter, your joints, your whole thing.
Okay, so maybe you there's
the
some
small
other
one can too. You can carry a big lighter in that one.
Some of those shred thingies, there's some other handy things you can have in a pocket and stuff, but for the ability then to be able to pour it and like you don't need the tray, like it's really, I didn't do it to get the plug or to give the deliberate shine, and I use a space case at my home, but on the go to take it with you, the Medtainer is fucking dope. It is like very, very well done.
Favorite.
So shouts to you guys, man.
Now the next step is just a metal Medtainer. The metal tainer.
No, you know what? But I went head to head with a titanium grinder with Jeff there when they were rolling up the joints for the joint rolling contest and stuff like that. They were working away. That's why this one's a little bit busted up. I busted up their weed in like no time. I just ground right through it.
Well,
like, I'm talking like a half a pound. And I was just like.
That's why that metal comes in handy, because you won't be bucking any teeth off.
No, there's no teeth gone. There's nothing broken on that.
Oh, you didn't break it, I see.
No.
I've broken a Medtainer before.
Oh, no, of course they break.
Yeah.
It's a piece of plastic.
Yeah.
It's not $150.
Yeah.
It floats.
Your
friends
take
them most of the time. That's the problem.
Thank you.
I sell them because all you guys give them to your friends. Yeah, just take it. They're cheap.
Plastic is fine for grinders.
Oh, this works.
As long as the teeth don't touch.
People don't have Ziploc baggies in their house anymore. We just don't.
I have a drawer full of Medtainers.
Right. So, but it's like, here, you want a Medtainer?
Everybody has a branded Medtainer.
I have a Medtainer shelf.
Yeah, well, I'm pushing over 400 now. Can't wait till I get I probably got over 420 soon.
That's a nice joint, man.
It's a beautiful joint. It's well rolled.
Piece of artwork right there.
But anyways, you know what? We're going back to what's going on with all these cups, the elections. You know what?
So once, I guess, after the Karma Cup, that's the last cup for a while.
Yeah.
But and then when is I guess we don't really know when High Times is. Is that November? Are they?
Well, they're doing one in Northern California on Halloween.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm going to be down attending, and then the one in Jamaica is November 13th, 14th, and 15th, actually. Yeah.
So they are. That's cool. They got the dates. Yeah. And the one in Northern Cali, where is that exactly?
I don't know.
Is that at the Cow Palace?
It's just a one-day event. It's not like the standard weekend. It's just like a Northern Cali, like real quick one-day event type of thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've been to one at the Cow Palace, which is just outside of San Francisco. And they had a big, huge one down there. It was pretty awesome, actually.
Cool.
It was a big place. Cali's got shit going on, man.
I know. I'm actually really looking forward to expand down there, because that's where the market is.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, no, it's off. They've been doing it for so long now, in the same way that Vancouver has, but just give it 10 years extra or whatever, you know?
Yeah, they just have gorgeous packaging, gorgeous products. And
when I was there at that one, they had an outdoor section, and you could smoke outside, and it was still expo outside as well, because it was nice and sunny.
Yeah.
And they had this one place out there that was selling these lemon cupcakes, and they were infused lemon cupcakes, but they came in this beautiful package. It looked so fucking awesome. It was like lemon cake, actually, with the icing on top. And it was like the greatest tasting thing I'd ever had. It didn't taste anything like weed, but I was fucking high.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it was and when I looked at the package, I was so shocked. This was 5 years ago or something, at how far they'd come back then.
I love seeing all the companies with the gorgeous packaging. There's some companies locally stepping it up. There's amazing products. Even concentrate groups now are stepping it up. There's custom bags out there. The West Coast Concentrate guys have their custom jars now. There's some people are stepping it up. And
I imagine dabbing must be huge down there too.
Yeah, it's huge down south.
Yeah. Because it went back when I was there 5 years ago. It still wasn't anything yet.
They had no idea what it was.
All right. I barely had any concept of that. I was still hot knife and shit. So
I remember the first dab that I did back at Dakine with the Butter King.
oh yeah,
And those were off of glass hot knives.
yeah, butter.
I was
of course.
before the kind. I was getting some butter actually from Mark Clokey when he was younger.
When he was younger.
When he was living up in Blue Mountain.
Yeah.
Old day stuff here, and I was getting some butter. Then I used to get it to some friends in Surrey. And then it's like a couple years later, it just started popping up in Vancouver, and then that was the kind, and then slowly emerged, and then when I was smoking it out in Ridge, it kind of made sense because that's where Butter King was.
Yeah,
so
that's where it's from.
I grew up in Ridge, and that's where I was from. So
Me
it's
too.
it. Well, I used to live out. He's like, with who?
Me too. Look at
You
all.
too, really?
Maple Ridge is awesome.
240th, 112th. They had the farms, had the big parties there and stuff like that.
I was in Hammond on the wrong side of the tracks.
Okay. You're on Hammond's side.
Or the right side of the tracks, depending upon who you are.
No, my. Anyways,
Anyways.
we're going into my room. It's like, hey. See, it's amazing how tight and how small
Now-
the community is, and then,
Yeah.
then you
On the
realize
dabbing
that.
thing, though,
Yes.
Snoop Dogg apparently isn't a dabber.
He is not a dabber
No.
at all.
No.
He is straight flowers, straight blunts.
Yeah.
His son, however, though, is a huge glass collector. Has a massive glass collection.
rigs and shit?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He has
yeah.
some gorgeous, expensive pieces. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's
'Cause
just
that's where
getting
all the
into.
glass is at
I
now.
just learned that he just quit his football career, and he's getting into acting. And
I did not hear that.
well, it's I googled it.
He Googled it. It must be true.
What did you say,
No,
Jar?
because I was Snoop Dogg's son, because he was in football.
Yeah.
And he quit football in August to pursue an acting career.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was
it's all
probably high.
because I was, of course,
That's
having
cool.
fun, and so
That-
that's what he's getting into. And
Sounds
you know
like a
what?
successful guy. Yeah.
Football's going to
Maybe
cause you
he'll
lots of
play Snoop
injuries.
Dogg.
It's going to hurt you. You get
Oh, yeah.
concussions, break bones, and then it's going to cause. You know what? At least with acting, you can. I don't know.
Maybe he'll play Snoop
You
Dogg
can
in
broke
the
your
Dog Pound
bones. You
movie.
can jump off stages.
Yeah.
You can trip and fall. It's the same as anything, but it's that less hazardous work. Acting, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not an actor. Actually, I'm a good actor.
A couple stints at Betty Ford, but aside from that, it's all fun.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure Snoop will probably puff down hard, whether or not what it's dabs or not, whatever he's doing. Maybe we can, if it's, he's probably seen it all over the place, but he's just doing his flower thing. There's still a lot of flower lovers.
Oh, yeah.
I prefer flowers most of the time, actually.
I
smoke flowers from the time I get up till bedtime.
dry sift.
Johnny likes the hash.
I'm gonna have to say, guys, like that's what works.
You like the sift. You like the solvent.
Well, you know
the
what? I
rosin.
wish everybody could grow their own. I wish everybody had their own stuff, and I wish everybody could do what we all can do here in Canada. And I see a lot of people like in the UK and all over the world. They're just so deprived. The government's just so bad. So we gotta. I'm lucky. How many people can go to a club and buy their weed, go home, throw it on a screen, sift it out to see what they got? At least I know what I'm getting, right?
Exactly.
So if the clubs and we can start getting
You're a
growers to
hashaholic.
start growing for these type of
Says
qualities
Clam
and
Toast.
looking at where
Oh,
they
no.
can actually
Says-
harvest the gland has to get it to their patients properly, where
Fucks-
they can buy small
fucks
amounts.
you.
Or we gotta look at pricing and hopefully prices go down a little bit so we can do this more.
Yeah, it's just the cost of production is high. Like
Yeah.
you grow, so you
Yeah.
know that the cost of production it's high, especially to grow nice-
that's why I've
nice
dropped down
product.
my production. That's why I've gone down more into the LED ceramic metal highlights, going into this more efficient growing and trying to get it under.
Yeah.
A couple thousand watts produce the same amount. I'm learning, and that's what
Yeah.
we're doing and stuff because there's a lot of costs and exactly that attribute to it, a lot of time, a lot of dedication, and that's why, of course, clubs are so needed. That's why we need growers for the clubs to grow these proper, And we're getting it because I know you guys got good hash.
Yep. Hells yeah. Well, what time is it? 5:20? All right, man. Well, we've probably taken up enough of your time for the day.
All right,
I got to
beautiful.
get Tommy Boy up here, but that's October 24th, the Harvest Moon Cup, right here in the beautiful city of Vancouver with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
And, tickets online. What's
tickets
the address?
online and tickets on sale at Eden. Visit harvestmooncup.ca or myeden.ca for more information.
Dope.
Sweet, man.
harvestmooncup.ca.
Can't wait.
Yeah, and good work on all the stuff. All the materials look dope and shit,
Yeah.
man.
Thank you very much.
Dope,
We'll
brother.
see you
Thanks
guys
for
next
coming on the
weekend.
show. Yeah, fucking rights. It'll be a good one. I'm looking really forward to that. And yeah, I guess, are you coming down to Rayquan? I guess you're probably a busy man. Come check out Ray. He was just here the other day, actually. Ray was here the other day. And Tommy Boy, you're up next. What do you think? What do you got there? It's tincture? Under my tongue or something? Okay.
Just a little dab will do
some kind
ya.
of tincture under my
Just
tongue
a wee drop of the proper dropper by Jeremiah. Delicious.
What is this chip?
That's one.
I don't know what the taste is, but it tastes delicious.
Something that Tommy made.
It tastes vaporous. It's like it's not even there. What was that? LSD?
Actually, I make a pretty good
Sunshine
vegetable
acid.
glycerin tincture too, and it's
Tommy,
tasty.
you come up here and sit right down, brother man. We got Tommy Boy coming on. And did you bring your red beer piece? Didn't you want to show off your red beer piece? Tommy's high already. He's been hitting the tincture. So, Kind Selections. You know him, and I know him as Tommy Bong from Pot TV. He was just with his boys, Andy and Ryan Mailman, touring Canada, driving across this beautiful country in a green van, bringing their extracts across the country, getting into trouble all along the way. They hit up the Prairie Cup on the way. It was a lot of fun. Apparently, mostly, there was a little hiccup here or two, here and there, but holy shit, now I'm getting high. Wow, maybe it's a placebo effect, but I feel pretty good. Tommy Bong. Big joint?
Yeah, sweet. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you? Good to see you, brother. Back in town, that is.
Definitely.
Because we saw you in Saskatoon briefly.
Yeah.
But yeah, you look like you're nice and ripped.
Yeah, Prairie Medicinal Harvest Cup was honestly the best cup I've been in Canada. And it's just amazing what Jeff and Karen and everyone in Saskatoon have pulled off.
Yeah, they're pretty wicked, man. They put together quite the production and wicked show. And I still have my bags here. I have a few samples left.
Do ya?
In the bag here.
I actually have one full set.
But I have to take photos of them before we smoke them. So that's the one downside here. Well, it's not a downside, but it's just a one-time taker. So, Tommy, it's crazy. I told Pot TV a little bit about the crazy trip that you took across the country. I just kind of said you went across the country in your green van with the Kind Selection crew. So what was that all for, and how did that turn out?
It was just this crazy idea that we were going to go across Canada and visit all these people that we know, like one in Alberta and Manitoba and Saskatchewan, and especially Ontario. Ontario was definitely the best place I've been there, and as well as
where
Winnipeg.
in Ontario? Did you like Toronto or somewhere else?
So we're in Ontario, so it would be in St. Catharines, and so that would be the home of the Puff Dog Lounge there, and also a really nice head shop called Higher Society Smoke Shop.
Cool, Higher Society.
And apparently they're one of the retailers of motherships, if I've known.
Oh, cool. And
Yeah.
so that was fun. So
Definitely.
You went all the way though to the end and came back.
Yeah, I went all the way to PEI.
And got like ocean out of the water or water out of the ocean.
Definitely. I touched red sand. I definitely dipped my toes into the water of the East Coast. Feels a lot better than the fucking Pacific for sure.
That's cool. Yeah, Atlantic Ocean, huh? Never been out there. The farthest I've been is Toronto, which is totally fucking amazing and wicked. But I did go to Niagara Falls with my homegirl Brittany, and that was pretty amazing, the falls.
Definitely.
Yeah. Did you guys hit up the Niagara Falls too?
Definitely.
Oh, nice.
What is it? We want to go on the Maid of the Mist, right? But
what is that, the boat down at the bottom?
The boat down at the bottom, but
Nice.
apparently it's not Maid of the Mist anymore because they lost a contract for the Canadian side. Now it's called the Hornblower, which is so stupid now because obviously I heard it was like a tradition to go on the Maid of the Mist. Now the fact that it's not there anymore.
The Hornblower. So it wasn't. How was the actual trip, the boat ride? Did you see anybody going over in a barrel?
I haven't, but it was pretty misty.
Pretty misty. I guess so. There's a restaurant there too that gets pretty misty. I had dinner in the keg, like sitting up above it, looking out over the falls, and it was like the best dinner spot ever. Wow, you couldn't ask for like a better steak at a table, looking over the falls. I'm hungry. I keep thinking about the food.
Niagara Falls is awesome.
Steak. Yeah, see you, Neil. Thanks for coming on. See you, X. Yeah. All right. Yeah, for sure. We'll talk soon. So, and you had the extracts with you on the tour. You were like rolling with your extracts, weren't you? And giving out samples or talking to people. And
Definitely.
nice. And how was the reaction to all that? I bet people were pretty. I bet dabbing is new to a lot of people.
Well, especially when East Coast, they don't really have much access to cannabis as much as we do in the West Coast, and so when you do try our concentrates and not knowing how clean our product is, they're really, really surprised to what the outcome is when they inhale it and such, and coming out with a smooth exhale, not coughing over butane or any solvent that could be harming your lungs or nose.
That's and now this. Well, how do you guys? You're part of the company. How do you guys do your extracts? What's the process? Is it?
Well,
Can you talk about that?
I'm a new addition to the company, so I'm not. I don't know too much about it, but we do.
Secret
I do
recipe?
know that we're mainly dealing with butane solvent extractions.
Okay.
And we're also working on like cannabis oil caps for people to take.
Cool.
And we're trying to work with more.
Did you make the tincture that I just had?
No, I didn't. Actually, that actually came from the East Coast from my good friend Mike in St. Catharines.
Oh, really?
As well.
St. Catharines tincture.
Yeah, we had awesome
woo.
buddies there. Ryan and Mike there.
Floating.
They're fucking amazing people there.
Cool, man. Huh? What's one of the highlights of the whole thing? What was like something that stood out? Can you think of anything?
Like I said, like St. Catharines was the spot for sure.
Right.
So going to Puff Dogs and seeing how many people were there for this heady night they usually have for like the third Friday of the month. All I saw was like West Coast glass, and it all comes from like the Clockswork Studio. So you got Kesha and you got like
It's all of our stuff out there.
Exactly. You got Queez. You got like all these different artists from that workshop.
Did you get
and
anybody
it just
in Alberta high?
exactly made me feel like I was at home, especially when I'm all the way in the East Coast.
It's like the Stoners McDonald's. What about Alberta? Any dabbing going on the cowboy territories?
Alberta, no. We actually just passed through Alberta, but
Stephen Harper's hometown.
we did stop by to try to see Dominique.
Home
Apparently
promise.
that
Oh, you
that
did?
didn't happen.
Oh, no, it
She
didn't?
fell asleep, Netflix and sleep.
No. Oh, poor Dominique. That's hilarious.
Yeah, she was waiting for us to come. Like, okay, we're here, and she's like, no response.
That's funny. Well, oh, Dominique. Hi, Dominique. Miss you. She's such a sweetheart. That's funny. Yeah. So, let's see here. We have chatters here. Anything interesting going on in the chat there? So, Tommy, you should be coming back to help us with some stuff. I should be getting you to like help produce my show or something, because we're building this new Pod TV studio, and
I heard
right in the background here, I've already got all the equipment, or not all of it, but a good portion of it. And hi, booth, hi, chatters. But yeah, we're going to be putting that whole thing together. We're going to have a new control room and everything. So I won't be able to run the show entirely quite as easily, I think, from my desk as somebody in the control room could. That means I'm going to need somebody to produce my show.
What's going on?
If you're interested, we should talk.
Can't hear you guys over here.
What's that?
Can't hear.
You can't hear?
Yeah, I was
Sorry,
looking at that
Johnny.
little tiny pipe, and I thought, holy, what the?
I have a cold. Oh, yeah, show off your Redbeard piece.
Is that your little Redbeard
tiny
piece?
Little Redbeard
Yeah.
piece. Neil Magnuson's back in the house now, but I haven't taken a photo of it yet, Neil.
So
What's
check
that,
out
Neil?
This
Can you-
bad boy
Is that
at
possible?
the
I won't smoke it, I
Prairie
promise.
Medicinal Harvest Cup
It's
off
so
Redbeard.
tiny. Where's
Gave me
the lighter?
the amazing opportunity to
Put a
own
lighter
this.
next to it so people can see what size it is.
As you do the close-up cam, there's those Harvest Moon
Got a
Cup
lighter or
tickets.
something?
Yeah, who's got a lighter? Neil?
You got a
Neil
lighter.
Magnuson.
He's got a big.
There's the
I
lighter.
thought we should mention. Oh,
So look at the lighter.
What is it?
Yeah. So he's just a little
Just
bit
a
taller
teeny
than
tiny
Vic.
little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lighter's regular
Pretty
size.
fucking sick.
Yeah, that
And
thing's
just check
cool.
out this
Here we go.
big wig at the bottom too,
Ned Tanner.
which is just sick as well.
This
I
is
Can
mean,
it fit in
Redbeard
here?
piece.
how condensed his work is within this one tiny pipe is just amazing.
Redbeard is a master. Here's another
Not
Redbeard
quite.
piece on the desk.
I'm gonna have to get him to make a pipe that
Definitely.
fits inside of
The
this.
crazy
Makes
horn
amazing
on
work.
it. Redbeard. All right. So very cool, man. You gave me
That's
a hit.
really-
out of
yeah, I
it
thought that
earlier
was
and it
so
blew me
cool.
away.
I
It
had
was
a-
like, bam.
Redbeard
one
show
hit,
tomorrow,
solid, sure.
Saturday,
I would
4
love
p.m.
one.
Am I right?
What's that?
The Redbeard show tomorrow, 4
Oh,
p.m.
yes,
4
Redbeard
p.m.
show tomorrow.
Since
4
we're sitting here
p.m.
talking about it,
Thank
Tommy
you,
wants a
Announcer John.
dab. He so wants a dab.
This thing is fucking
What are
rad.
you hitting? That little Redbeard?
Look at the
Light her up.
the
There
crazy
you go.
stones in there.
Blast them. We have a
Those
dab
crazy
ready to
stones.
go.
Neil. Oh,
So,
yeah, well,
like,
I'm not
we were
gonna
just
smoke
talking
it.
about the
I'll
size
put
of
it
the
in my
pipes and then the
office.
different
I promise
heats
I
of the
won't smoke
dab
it,
and
Neil.
stuff like
I
that
just need
because
a
I just
photo.
actually just left a friend's house and we had
I'll put
all
it on my
different size
desk and
pipes
you-
and we found the
just
smaller
grab it
pipes
off there
dab
anytime
hotter
you
and the more
want.
harsher because there's less water, less cooling,
Sure, I'll put it in the
more
little cubby hole.
direct.
Now that
I
we
know you're
announced
sitting there
it on Pod
smiling,
TV,
but I mean,
put it
really,
Neil's
in
extract
reality,
in my cubby hole in my
compared to
desk.
hitting that we're gonna ball
You
rig
get
to
the key
that,
at the
what's gonna be
counter.
hotter?
They'll give it to anyone. No, just joking.
Yeah. If you don't, you need glasses. You might need a microscope, depending on how old you are. And, you know, I know some grandmas are starting to dab. That's probably some very, very tasty. Very, very tasty. But Tommy would like one.
That was
Of course,
a good
I like
dab.
one.
So
Okay, thank you.
but it's small. There's less water, and I'm saying that it burns hotter, so it's harsher on the lungs. Because I was told that by some people that, you know. Anyways, straight away, like, you're not gonna like this because you don't like coughing.
Yeah,
This
I do
burns
trip.
hotter, so try this pipe. There was a good discussion about it actually before I came here. Like, I left that place and came here, and now we're gonna talk about it, Tommy. Go.
That's some crazy shit, man.
So he's like, okay, wait a second here. Who was Johnny B talking to? I better be careful what I say here right now.
All right, I'm really high.
Oh, that definitely
Definitely.
got you high.
And you know who?
Hit
I
it
wanted
high.
to get Carly on the show.
Carly, she needs
She
to get
hasn't been on
high.
the show yet to get high yet.
She's been
Johnny, do you
done-
have something to get her high with?
I actually do.
What's that?
Of course I do.
Oh, good. I don't know.
Oh, she
We
just
need Carly
left.
Marley on the
Look
show.
who she just left.
Kiwi too.
Kiwi. She just left Kiwi. So I mean, look. If you can put the camera
Kiwi.
over there, the guy's surrounded by pipes, torches, dabs, everything. I mean, and she's like, "What do you mean?"
Kiwi, did you want to come on the show today at all?
He's
Pretty
like,
cool.
you know what? If
You
you
and
want
I
to
will
bring
be
the show to
talking
him,
soon.
you got to
Kiwi's
bring the
got
show
new
to
stuff on the
him.
go coming soon.
Hey,
We're
where's what?
talking about.
I like those little scrapers you put on my Facebook the other day. Did you got one of those for me?
They're not priced yet, but they're definitely coming soon.
Oh, so there was a tease.
You should get in there. Get her in the middle, Johnny.
We're gonna put you in the middle, dear.
The people would like to see her.
What? Come back.
Her audience is demanding.
Woohoo! Everybody likes to
Yay.
be in the middle.
Hi, Carly Marley.
Would you like a microphone?
Here,
Have
who's
mine.
got a
Oh, no.
microphone? Here, you should take a mic. How are you doing?
I am good. How are you?
I'm
Dab
good.
sesh.
That's good.
We've been working a lot on the store,
We have.
the Cannabis Culture HQ.com online store, CannabisCultureHQ.com.
Are you selling stuff?
Carly's now in charge of the online store, running that thing. Go get some bongs, buy some stuff. There's a bunch of cool stuff there. And what's the new thing we have now?
We are now giving a free Cannabis Culture lighter away with every order.
Every single order,
Every order.
you get a free CC lighter in the
I
mix.
saw that today. I thought that was pretty cool. Because you know what? A Cannabis Culture lighter, really? That's like $3.
They're dope, too. They're
Yeah.
really cool.
Aren't big lighters worth $3? Because I just,
Yeah.
like, honestly, I've just used torches.
Yeah. So are you trying to say it's too cheap or too expensive?
No, it's great they're giving it away. That's awesome.
Yes.
I don't know what a lighter's worth. I'm just saying,
I was
$3.
wondering,
I live in
that's
Canada.
easy.
You know, they put taxes on stuff up here, and the U.S. dollar.
That's
the
true.
economy is just
Well,
so
if you
bad.
go on and order some crap, you get
How
a
much is
free
a big
lighter.
lighter?
A big lighter? Who knows?
It's $2.50 for
$1.50?
cannabis on CannabisCultureHQ.com. If you want more than one lighter, you can add another one to your cart.
So there you go. I was just saying, $2.50, add the tax.
There you go. There you go. And to me, I just feel like it's a good idea because, like, if I ordered a bong and stuff like that, then I would probably buy a bag of weed. And when it got there, I can't imagine anything worse than, like, let's say you went to, like, pack a bowl and spark it up, and then you were like, I don't have a lighter. It's like, we got you covered.
Exactly.
Comes with
Free
lighter.
in the box. And 28 Dabs later pointed out in the chat, as he's so good at doing, what did he say? Where'd it go?
W28 Dabs.
Oh, new mugs and ashtrays in too.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And they are so cool. I love them. They're awesome. You should buy them. They're only $8 US.
Oh, the raids are happening the entire show since 4 p.m. All the dispensaries in Vancouver were raided. They were just waiting for the show to come on. No,
I was like, I got so high, I missed all that.
just fucking with you.
It's like, why are we still here?
Just fucking with you. We were saying at the beginning of the show that nobody had been raided today that we know of because the letters that Health Canada sent out said October 9th was their final day to shut down before we'd send the RCMP in. But I didn't see any RCMP. I didn't see any red shirts, red coats on horseback. That's how they go after them, too. They'll raid the dispensaries with horses, and the horses clomp the door down, and then...
The horses?
Yeah, they just bring the horse right into the dispensary. That's the best.
Well, that sounds
They don't even
like
have very many
interesting.
humans there now. They just get horses to do it all.
They just get horses to do it
Yeah.
all.
It's more intimidating that way.
There's no person on the horse. Now it's just the horse.
Yeah. They're super smart horses, though.
Okay, that's cool.
Bred in the
I like
laboratory in the northern... It's like
No,
where
no, I
Wolverine
don't
was
like
made.
it.
Where
That's
Wolverine
not
was
nice.
made up in the... Wherever that was.
Wherever that was. I don't
You know Wolverine. He's Canadian. Anyways. So, Carly, yeah, Cannabis Culture HQ. We have all kinds of new stuff in stock that's uploaded every single day to the store.
Yes.
And so there'll be more of that to come. Lots of
of
cool stuff, cool glass. Lots of vaporizers there now.
Yes, there are lots of vaporizers. And we have stuff at every price range, too, which I really like.
We dab on
Cannabis
so
Culture
right now my
HQ.com.
newest thing and what I'm learning
Tell
in,
your
in
grandma.
the dab world, 40 seconds. And if you're dabbing, you know what that means, right, Tommy?
I know. What?
Lower.
Yeah,
here we go.
have all...
35. And it's 40 seconds.
Yep. Clam Toast says, wait to hit your quartz in the chat. So yeah,
So
very
this
soon
40 seconds has everything to do
we'll
with
be doing this
flavor
from our new
and the
studio.
quartz. So that way the quartz actually doesn't get stained, and I'm learning more about that and to keep it more clear. Mine's white because I had it over at around 25, 30 degrees. So I'm learning a lot more about glass and about quartz and about the size of bongs and how they affect the patient and what they like and stuff like that. Are you going to agree with me about this, Kiwi? Want to come talk about this? Yeah, I got mine. I got Q-tip. So we actually got Kiwi up. He came up just when I did that. He brought out the Q-tip right away. So that's just getting excess carbon out of there that doesn't get burned off. And how was that? Was it smooth? Isn't that delicious? Very, very terp, right? It's about those terps and those low temp dabs with the carb cap, which you know, which I'm learning, which you guys are all learning,
your
which
friend
this
Carb
guy
Cap.
over here knows. That's why he brought over the Q-tip. Carb cap.
Your good buddy Carb Cap.
Definitely have
Tommy
to do
just
some shows.
uses
You have to
his
bring in
finger
a
for the
bunch
red
of
beer
guys
bar.
about and talk about it. You don't have a cold, do you? No. Just
So,
checking because we might have to
That
shoot
was a
you
good.
guys.
I think that dab was a good dab to take us to end the show.
Was it?
Yeah.
I think, yeah. Of course. No, Tommy's not allowed one. You can
Take
have
us
one
outta
also.
here.
Of course you can have one, Tommy.
Yeah. So that was a fun show, guys. I'm super fucking stoned. Sideways. I think it's that tincture, man. Holy shit. I don't know what that
I
is.
think
but
the tincture took our little. Well,
Can't talk
Jeremiah
at
is
all.
the host of Cannabis Culture Live
That's
News.
right. You can watch this show.
And
on
we
Pod
host
TV.
this show every Friday because he's having problems
4 p.m.
talking right now. Live from the Cannabis Culture headquarters here on Pod TV on the second
That's
floor.
right.
What is the address?
307 West Hastings Street.
307
in
West
beautiful
Hastings
Vancouver,
Street.
British Columbia.
That is
And
Vansterdam.
We also have other
is where
shows
we
we
are.
broadcast through the week.
You
right
do
here
have
from this
lots,
very
don't
spot.
you?
The Wednesday show
Opus
from Under the Sea
Live?
Desk with Marijuana Man and Al the Alchemist.
You're back
Miss
this
Kush Queen.
Monday?
And also, yes, Opus. That show's called the 420 Lifestyle with Carly Marley
Nothing
and Opus.
Tuesday? What goes on Tuesday?
Opus and Carly Marley. Tuesdays, the Johnny B Show, where it's just an hour of John looking at himself in the mirror.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm good enough. I'm smart enough.
No, we need to do a reality TV show where you just kind of like wake up in the morning and say,
We
okay,
don't.
here we go, it's Tuesday.
There's no Tuesday show from this building.
I got to
But,
water my garden. I got to test my weed. I got to make
Saturday.
my dabs. I got to make my hash. I got to get my breakfast ready. You know what? How
makes
does patient
hash
get
for
up in the
breakfast
morning?
the
What does he do?
old-fashioned way.
And what is a lifestyle of growing
With
and stuff?
ground
You know, it's
beef
kind of, you know, sounds kind of cool.
Trichomes.
I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but maybe someone will do it.
And so, but there's also, don't forget about Redbeard. The beard.
Redbeard.
We
You know
were
what?
just talking about the beard. He does his thing every
Big hugs for the
Saturday,
guy.
4 p.m. on Pod TV, PT. That's Pacific time. And there's more stuff on the way on Pod TV, actually. We have a few people slated to have shows coming up soon here. And I think one of them is actually a regular live show as well. So there'll be all kinds of stuff in the works.
I can't hear you over here. I'm deaf these
That's
days.
okay. My throat is gone.
Yeah.
Bye, Pod TV.
Peace, guys.
We'll see you soon. We'll see you on Wednesday.
Peace.
We'll be checking in. I'm not sure what's going to happen. We probably won't be doing a live interview with Raekwon, but we'll probably record the interview, and then I'll put it up on Pod TV shortly after that. But we'll see you on Saturday for the Redbeard show, and then Wednesday for the Marijuana Man show. Peace, Pod TV.
Peace.